Welcome to the stronghold.
Oh. You could have like a little gingerbread jar. We could actually make them. IRL, we can make them and bring them.
Yeah, she had to bring a gingerbread person representative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And then bite your head off when you die. Everyone has to make
you have just been shot the leg.
Hey, nice Stargate t-shirt.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen it. So this is what I got for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Cool.
from me as your
As per
child,
Ro.
but roommate.
Cool.
And you got your dad's shirt?
No, you didn't order it.
You didn't order it?
No.
But thanks for saying that, because then I was like,
That's
oh,
what-
I gotta do Father's Day. So yeah, I was like, wow, that's actually a
He got a good bottle to drink of scotch to drink.
That's
okay.
Instead of a t-shirt about drinking scotch. He's got a large collection of scotch, which I help empty every time I visit.
Memories.
Right, this episode begins at the Tretinonan Research Facility, discovered in episode 2. Okay.
God, I don't remember.
Yeah.
That's the one away from Haven that we found as
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
old
underwater.
Goa'uld base that's now the Tritonan Research Facility.
You've basically just been sent there to check up on them, see how they're going, get a report.
did we end up getting any water out of it?
Yeah, the engineers came in and pumped it all out, but there was nothing else that they found of use.
Yeah, because
It was all too damaged.
cleaning in the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I missed that second.
But they did send the distress call that we haven't found out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that distress call.
Hopefully
Yeah.
nobody comes and looks.
And that was a while ago now, so
Mm.
if anyone's picked up on it.
Okay. The Goa'uld Wet's abandoned underground facility has been altered with Tori laboratory equipment, filling in all open areas. While there are mostly Topra scientists, there are also other members of the Phoenix Alliance working around the clock to replicate the Tritonan for the Pangarans and to create a safe version of the Tritonan for the Jafar. There is a sense of frustration in the air. Alara explains. You know Alara, you guys know Alara? No.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, well, where is she? Phoenix Team 4 member, Alara Tittle. You would know her from there.
Yeah.
She had Turin, long silvery hair, dyed in traditional blues, pinks, and greens.
Oh yeah, I shot her with a shotgun in the very first mission. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah.
It was a training shotgun.
Yeah.
Did they have paint in it?
Yeah, paintballs.
We have hit an unfortunate complication in the refinement of the Tritinonan, specifically created for Jafar physiology. While there are several brave Jafar willing to help create the current formulation of Tritonan administered to them, it is still not completely safe. Harming them is the last thing any of us wish. On my recommendation, General Lawyer has reached out to the Turin Parliament for assistance, but they have been silenced.
The Arturan Parliament's not answering your calls.
Yes. I'm not responding to my requests.
So they're not responding specifically, or anyone responding on the planet?
Them.
Okay. So the Arturans, are they the ones that can go through walls?
No, but they're the ones who are natural doctors.
Yeah.
They're in
They're the ones that were created specifically for this, aren't they? They're not actually.
uh,
Yeah.
is there a
They're
were they
like.
created specifically for this?
I think it said
How is
somewhere.
it spelled?
I thought they might have had one episode, but not
To
not
see
be
if it,
part of
yeah.
the alliance. Should've just
Because
remembered my alphabet.
they're not the ones that
ATURE.
Yep,
There you go.
that go invisible.
newly created for this game.
That was
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember
Oh,
reading
yeah.
it. So.
They hail from an ancient civilization that lived in seclusion for tens of thousands of years. Their species was once similar to humanity in trying to aggressively colonize their world, and the great houses warred over resources. Okay. This all came to an end when the Nox revealed themselves to the Autorans and aspired to teach them a better way. The Autorans, wary of conflict that had too long occupied them, were grateful to the Nox assistance, and with their help started a path towards enlightenment. So they're semi-Nox.
Yeah. Okay.
They've got lots of health power. A doctor really should be an Autoran,
Right.
but that would work for Chuck.
So they've got their own planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could please ask General Lawyer to follow this up, it would be greatly appreciated.
Can do. Oh, no, I was just saying can do.
Is there any specific people in the Autoran Council we need to talk to?
No, it was just a general inquiry.
Okay.
So if you can find a certain contact, appreciate this one.
So when was the last time you contacted?
We have not yet as such.
As in, send a message. When was the last time you sent a message?
Myself?
Yeah.
I haven't.
So someone at Phoenix site has relayed a message.
Mm.
Okay. And have you dealt with them before?
No.
Okay.
Are there any samples of Tritonin that we could borrow?
By all means, please take one of them. Analyze it yourself if you'd like.
I would like
That'd
a
be a
dose
different
that I could hold on to administer to any Jafar that might happen to lose their symbiote.
What's
It doesn't
the
work on all.
what's the percentage rate at this point?
45%.
Success.
Unfortunately, it's a high likelihood that the Tritonin will lower their white blood cells to the point of sepsis, which is of course not good.
Yeah, because I think in the end they got to 80% success because there was still Jafar that rejected it.
Doesn't matter.
We're on a mission. Let's head up.
So is there anything else going on at the lab?
Just that.
Just that.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to go tell General Lawyer then. I just communicate the message and he'll tell us what to do.
It's probably important that the Arturans live on a planet and their city is disguised by the Nox. So they might be hard to find.
Yes.
Should we just radio?
Well,
Base.
let's go back to Stardust and find out what's
Go back.
Yeah, because it might be like a whole briefing.
All right.
Phoenix base, not Stardust.
Anyway,
Yep.
Dummy.
On our ATVs.
since last time, there is now a full access road that has been built. It takes about 10 minutes on SUVs that have already set up.
Handy.
You can
Cool.
just drive back.
And there's bridges across the water.
We don't have to try and jump across the table.
Not necessary anymore. Okay, heading back to base. General Lawyer is waiting in the briefing room.
Hey.
You guys notice that something's missing today?
No
Yeah.
cats.
No cats. They're in Nina's.
Ah.
Looking after them for the holidays and leaving again on Saturday. There's no point in bringing them back.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they must really be sleeping somewhere very soundly.
I was wondering, yeah, because he hasn't sat on anything.
No, that's right.
Or on anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of upset.
Exactly.
Anyway. Okay.
So
I
what's
don't want to talk to Lawyer. I'm too.
He's just there.
He's waiting in the briefing room. Do you all enter?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Filing into the briefing room, you can see activity in the embarkation room as several FREDs are loaded with base camp gear. At the far end of the table sits General Lawyer, who greets you and asks you to be seated. Thick files sit on the table in front of your seat. In the file Discord. Let me know if you can't read it. It's in a docx. Some time ago, SG-1 discovered a set of coordinates in a buried temple, and the SGC passed them on to us to investigate. We sent a team several weeks ago to investigate, as P3X TAC 671 did not appear in any of the list of gate addresses discovered thus far. Their mission report is in front of you. To be brief, they found a temple of Sumerian design containing artwork from a variety of cultures depicting divine figures rebelling against a group of gods. However, the team ran into hostile wildlife and could not complete their recon. In addition, the DHD has been sabotaged, and it was only through some ingenious work that they were able to return at all. The temple is laid out simply enough that we were able to send out a UAV to survey the area to see if it was worth sending another team. This was recorded about 15 kilometers northwest of the temple. General Lawyer gestures to a television monitor set up by the table and plays a grainy video feed. A bald-headed, bearded, dark-skinned figure can be seen at the center of a triple spiral of large flying insects. A few seconds later, a large talon is visible. Video feed ends. We sent this footage and the recon information to the Tok'ra, and they have identified the planet as Abzu and the man as Enki, a rogue Goa'uld they described as an ancient of chaos and destruction, and they grudgingly, very grudgingly, admitted that he may have aided Iguria in her rebellion against Ra. We cannot pass up this possibility that Enki may prove to be an ally against Anubis, and you will be going to P3X TAC 671 to make contact and determine if he can indeed be an ally. I'll give you a few minutes to read through the after action report. Get on the and discuss.
Oh, there's cats in this.
Yeah.
Good.
Giant
That's what happened
ones.
to the large red feline creature.
Billion locusts.
Do we still have some of the bug spray from that
Yep.
last mission? Yep.
Put on both of them and it will be fine.
Oh, you can't?
No.
I could probably put it on the big screen.
I don't know why.
You can read off here if you want.
Do you have Google Pages downloaded on your phone?
No.
It's a free app, so, and it'll open Word
Cool.
documents and all the rest of it.
I'm trying. My phone at the moment doesn't want to download anything.
Sick. Prometheus. I love the Prometheus myth. Nerd.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you can read off here.
Let me know if you need me to move it down.
Oh, I spent Enki's name wrong.
Yeah, you're right, Sean.
What? Our engineer can take care of it.
I can fix that.
So you're right.
Verbal is doubtful. Anyone else could have done it.
Yep.
I have faith.
I have faith in. I've never met a machine I can fix.
And maybe a spare
Oh, you're feeling cocky
GHD
today,
might be a
aren't
good idea.
Tory technology and tolerant skills.
Sounds racist to me.
I think Ravel's just a bit pretentious.
Yep.
So bug spray, something to get through the gate.
And some kitty toys.
A water spray
Coffee.
bottle for the cats.
Yeah, no, just kitchen spray. Some Glen 20.
Little, yeah, cat trees.
Or just take a large cardboard box.
Yeah.
Get like a little laser pointer.
Yeah.
Or just some like scrunched up paper.
We can use the one on the sniper rifle.
Oh, the laser.
The laser pointer.
Gee, okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree that gate room could be a bit of a...
Yeah.
We should also take on our pads a translator for Sumerian uniform.
That should be fairly straightforward to bring.
I'm just gonna stay
You've
in
got your
room 3.
tablet, which has the ancient...
I have a
Yeah,
tablet.
Dan-
Yeah.
The tablet with all the
Downloaded
ancient stuff on,
the
which should
ancient
read
stuff.
Sumerian.
Ah, sorry. Yeah.
Someone does.
No, I'm Atlantean, not ancient. Atlantean is what I can now read.
Yes, it's
So-
a tablet.
Yeah, do we?
Yeah, that had ancient, but ancient is a different language.
Yeah, I just thought
Can we
your tablet
upload
did.
cuneiform?
Yeah,
We should have the resources in our library.
Yeah.
Surely.
like a cuneiform, like so Sumerian is on the Rosetta Stone, so we can translate just using the Rosetta program. We'll be able to translate Sumerian.
Let's Espanol.
Is this team made it back?
We just want some Dora.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Lani, she's the one from the pre-gen
So can we
team.
Yeah.
Can you
Cookie, please.
see if you can talk to the dude who got the gate unlocked?
Thank you.
What's his name? Val.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just find out how they did it and how it locked them out.
Well, if he thinks if you did something else, if you take something, if it does it again, you know. But if you take this with you, it might be easier for you to do what I did, or
So, we will issue you a 2 prep kit loaded onto a pred, in addition to your usual 1 prep kit. Desert uniforms, GDO, and also the device used to bypass the DHD lockout the last time we had.
there you go.
Thanks. Yeah, cool. Cheers.
That saves us from talking to him.
Any questions?
Can we get some bug spray as well?
Specifically, the bug spray we brought back from our previous mission.
The fire one?
Yeah,
Yeah, the one in the airship that we released.
Is there a flamethrower? Did you bring that back?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Was it a fire?
It was those big locust sort
Yeah.
of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? It might.
Also,
We can add that to your kit.
They-
I'd be happy to take a flamethrower as well.
they
Use it on the
immediately.
fiery kitty.
Well,
Well, Trank.
the locust.
Yeah, or some tranks. Yeah, take some animal tranquilizers
We need to be
for the Kit
prepared.
Kat.
Like, is it in the armor?
Surely you have
The-
animal tranquilizers.
Yeah, I got a trank gun, so
Mm.
it
Just
it does
take
does
them-
1d3 level of exhaustion when you hit something. So
There you go. Just take a couple of elephant tranquilizers with you.
Okay.
Wow.
The unnamed species of red cats lives in large social groups. We collapsed the rock of the door frame in order to make our orderly exit, but honestly, I do not think that will hold them for long. Luckily, we did not stick around long enough to find out. So it could be very infested with these cats.
Then locusts.
But the objective
Fire
of, of this mission is to find Enki and try and have a diplomatic relationship.
Correct. Bring him back alive, preferably.
But no one saw him alive while they were there. Not the mission report.
No, just the video feed.
Video feed, okay.
Of him being surrounded by the locusts and some big talon coming towards us.
I'm assuming on the video it looks like a cat talon.
Were they?
Lords.
Were they the
That's the
only?
Phoenix.
Were they the only 7 rooms that were in this tomb?
They
Or
do
were
believe so. They were in a hurry, obviously.
Yeah.
I do believe that was all.
Okay.
Yeah, they said below lists our findings in several prominent rooms.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
room 6 or whatever is outside the whole planet.
Yeah.
It's a hellscape outside.
Yeah.
General Lawyer, while we were down at the research facility, they were saying they were trying to contact the L-Turrets. And there's haven't been any reply. Can you fill us in on what's been happening there?
We have not received any reply from them as of yet. I'll be sure to chase that up for you.
Yo, is there anyone that we specifically talked to for the L-Turrets?
No. We'll have to set up those communications though.
Do they have a member on the council? The Alliance?
I'm sure they do.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. I'll
They did.
have to check who that is.
But
But
the
yeah,
general lawyer doesn't know who it is.
obviously we're not going to that planet.
Yeah.
This mission is the priority, yeah?
Yeah.
Any other questions before I give you the go?
Do we get everything we needed? The spray and
Flamethrower? Yes.
the thing to open the PhD. Okay. Yeah, I think we should go through like prepared though for possibly being ambushed.
Yep.
Because then we might, they might not have an attack of opportunity. Yeah, laser at the ready to distract them.
Okay. So I'm going to take a flamethrower instead of my RPG
Okay.
because I should consider being encumbered in some sort of way. But
Slightly.
is anyone else taking anything extra
Um,
besides we've got the extra kit that they level 2 kit that they talked about. So
what's in the level 2 kit? It's is it more like the long term?
I'm gonna camp out there. So you find it
Prep 2, general supplies, 3 spare P90 mags, spare Beretta mags, 3 tents, 3 multi-tools, an inflatable boat, 3 months of MREs, medical kits, 5 kilometers of nylon rope. That's going to be fun. Service and repair tools, 35 kilo bags of concrete in case you're hungry, solar recharge station, assorted replacement electronics, so everything you need, 3 generators, and 10,000 rounds of sidearm ammo and long arm ammo.
Right, okay.
So we're fine then.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
I'm worried
adding,
about
adding at least one
There's
flamethrower.
10. So
Yeah.
Armored tent.
Well, that's what the concrete's for.
Yes, leather up the side.
So yeah, we're up to, and obviously the inflatable boat's got to come in really handy in the hellscape.
On the the lava rivers.
Yep.
We didn't see like a sort of a dark armored figure with no arms or legs, sort of on the edge of the
They'd lightsabers later.
I think we're ready to rock, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've just gone through again.
Phoenix Team 1, you have a go.
Cheers.
Woohoo!
Okay, all loaded up. Gate room, go through the gate.
Yes.
Yep.
How many Freds are going with us? 3?
1.
1. Okay.
But we've got. I don't know how we're going to carry all the concrete.
Still the nature of the mission, the team is issued a 2 prep kit loaded onto a Fred.
175 kilos of concrete.
Who's
Poor
carrying
Fred.
it? Fred is on Fred.
Poor Fred. There's a lot of dead weight, Fred.
I mean, if we need
Not
to
like
run,
to
that's
mention
the
10,000
first thing
rounds
we
of ammo. That is a lot of well.
The interior of the temple is dark and dusty. The air is hot and dry and smells of burning. Your flashlight's beam cuts through the hanging moats to play across the murals on the walls, which seem to have a life of their own in the flickering blue light of the Stargate. A portion of the wall to the southeast of the Stargate has collapsed, beyond which can be seen a fiery orange glow. To the west, there are 2 large archways, both leading out of this room to an adjoining one. Your radio crackles to life, and General Lawyer speaks. Good luck, team. Report back once you've established your base camp. If we don't hear from you in 30 minutes, we'll assume that the DHD has been locked again and dial back from our end to see how we can get it working again.
So 30 minutes. Okay. Cool. First thing I'm going to do is take the bags of concrete and make a little foxhole set up in a corner of the room.
Here at Crackle, the radio inside. Phoenix Team 1. Do you copy? Over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over.
Copy over.
Yeah, I feel like Chuck needs to do the
With a whoosh, the only illuminations that remain are your flashlights. The headlights of the Fred and the golden glow of what appears to be a force field that envelops the Stargate the moment the wormhole cuts out. The Stargate is on a raised platform at the back of the chamber and is now bound in a shimmering golden force field.
Right, the where on the other side.
Got a map.
So we'll turn Fred so the headlights are on the DHD, so that you, both of you can check the DHD. I think that
To
should
make
be
sure that.
Didn't the headlights of the Fred go out?
No, this
No,
one.
I'll be right.
Lock me out.
We knew it was going to happen.
Let's look at the DHD, not roll 20.
So Sean, did you put the ginger beer on ice?
It's in the fridge.
Which
You want it on ice, did you?
No.
No. Up the top.
Anyone else want anything?
Maps.
There's our DHD.
Wells on top of comic. Where is it? Right here.
Box in the middle.
I thought it's already on the map. Okay. Oh, there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we should go have a look at the DHD first.
DHD.
yeah, I'm down.
DHD.
Oh, behind it is that white square that's got me intrigued.
Yeah, I sort of just like usually pass things off. It's like weird.
These are 3, aren't they, Sean?
Yes, yeah, pretty sure. Okay, who's having a look at the DHD in engineering?
Us two.
Yeah, we will. Oh,
Yeah, that's probably. Yeah. 26.
26. Okay. Yeah, you believe it is in completely working order. There's no sign of the lockout that was mentioned previously. You've also noticed there's a Goa'uld signaling device inside the THD.
oh, okay.
Is it active?
Yes.
That's it.
Can you ascertain, is it signalling now or does it signal when we dial out?
Excellent question.
Yeah.
It signals as soon as the gate is activated.
So it knows that we're
Right.
here, not just when we leave.
Yeah, I absolutely. Yeah.
So
That's actually what I wanted. I'm really happy about it. I'm not.
so you did some photo earlier, right?
Yeah. It's a bit. Might be too tricky, but I wonder if you could like hack into it
Yeah,
and
that's
tell it
what
that
I was.
we've left. Like send a false signal.
Have a go.
Yeah, you're the
You're
engineer.
the engineer, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Got that?
Sure.
Well,
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. You do believe you activated it again and triggered to say it was opened again.
Okay.
Is there anything to say which Goa'uld owns this device?
yeah.
Not that you can tell.
Does it? Is there any way to tell like where it's sending the signal?
No, it's just generally sending it out.
So there's nothing on it that we would recognise either.
No Goa'uld writing or anything like that. You just tell it's a Goa'uld device from its origins.
Did that come through to you when you phone?
Oh, maybe. Okay.
I might buy some of the time.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping they think.
That it did. Thank you.
That you went back through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
Do you want?
can we trace the signal to its point of origin?
You said you can't.
Yeah. We don't know where
Okay.
it's sending it.
Is there any way of you ascertaining what the shield is around the Stargate and if it can be dropped?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Can we see that
taking a
look
closer
in the
look.
DHD or
Is it
like?
connected
Is there
to the
anything?
DHD
Is
or-
there, yeah.
Connected to
No,
it.
nothing
Okay.
connected to the DHD in regards to the shield.
We could always just do a quick
white
circle
box
around
behind
the
the
gate.
thing is
and
the
see
ship.
if
Well,
there's-
yeah, I'm going to go around the gate.
Chuck has seen it. What it is.
the map looks like this.
The thing behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll
Well,
circle
yeah, 'cause
around.
I wanted to go around and have a look at the back of the gate anyway.
What is the thing though?
We don't
That's
know yet.
what we're
We're
trying
going to go and
go
visit the gate
see.
behind the
You
gate.
see a rectangular mechanism of Goa'uld design on the back of the platform about 1 meter long, half a meter high, and half a meter wide. Unlike everything else in the room, very little dust has accumulated on the top of this mechanism.
Is there any symbols for what?
No symbols on it
What's
whatsoever.
on it? Okay.
Is there any?
Is there a switch that says like on?
There is an access panel. You do believe it can be removed without difficulty.
Okay.
Engineer, go.
Well, should we, or is it? I guess if the go out.
Yeah, but is it better to?
It's 5E rules to be check for traps first.
Well, before we do too much, can I check for tracks
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
everywhere? So
Give us a survival roll.
okay, 16 plus 6, 22.
Okay, from what you tell, animal habitation in the chamber and signs of the previous teams. Time was here. That is all.
So no soft sandaled feet or shoes of not STC issued,
Possibly. Give us a perception roll.
because I'm looking to see how if I can find Goa'uld
Recent.
tracks.
Yep.
Yeah,
How
on
recent
top of the
they are.
SGT sheet.
Yeah.
SGT.
So perception.
It's okay. We got it.
Yeah.
Top of the survival.
Yeah.
15 plus 7, 22.
Okay. You do believe there's been recent activity in the gate room since the last team's time here, and it's that as likely was when the force field was installed, you believe.
Yeah.
It is not known who, but there is evidence of more past activity in other sections as well.
So we can assume that since the team left, this is new. So this isn't what locked them out.
Oh, interesting.
No.
You do also notice with those rolls, their walls are covered in various Goa'uld dialects of writing.
Is that
Can we read it?
Postscript?
Yes. Order success for Jafar and Tok'ra.
Mm-hmm.
There are 10 different sections, and all boast of the power of the system lords and condemn any who would oppose them. There is a definite tone of personal offence in these writings. It is in the nature of the Goa'uld to taunt prisoners and captors.
So it's all aimed at Enki. You know, to... Is that what we would assume?
That's what you would do.
Yeah.
It's all directed
What's
at
the one?
being a prisoner.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're much better than you and you're our
Yeah.
prisoner sort of thing. Does it state which system lords?
Not on these writings, no.
But we can assume now it's set up. The force fields have been put in place to stop the prisoners from escaping. Prisoner Zero cannot get out.
Yeah. And the other tracks that I saw, where were they going to, which, or coming from?
The recent tracks
Yeah.
was only around the gate and the DHD.
So the Goa'uld who have probably came through the gate to install this device. Is that what we're assuming
Yes.
from that? Okay. And they only did that and then left again.
Well,
Can I make a suggestion? Would you two like to set up a Claymore kill field in front of the gate?
That would be
Yeah.
a really good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
and then a sign pointing like outward to the rest of the room, being like, danger.
Free cookies?
No, because we don't want we don't want the prisoner to be like
Well, he's
to wander around.
yeah,
we
but
can do it with remote
yeah.
Yeah.
set up instead of a tripwire.
Yeah. Good. The more
That's right. I mean,
you know, given that we're meant
the
to
place isn't
find
that
him.
big, so if we hear the gate dial in, we can run back and watch.
Putting
And then you
claymores in
can
front.
set it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well- So we've got overlapping fields of fire with it. So not just straight at the gate, I reckon
There are trucks up.
on either side.
Yeah, like at the bottom of the stairs, sort of thing. So they can, as they walk
Yeah.
down the stairs, they'll go.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
smart.
one on each
Yeah.
side.
What you could also do is if you put like a stick of C4 in, then if you wanted to remotely detonate it and not wait for it to be triggered, you can always do that
Yeah. Well,
In the
in
box.
the trap.
so
Yeah.
Sean, in setting this up, I'm going to use my trap rigging skill so that because I can set it up as a snare,
Yeah, I have a
To set it
mine
off.
set up as well.
but I also want to hide it
Anyone else from
so it'll be hidden.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we gotta like set up a
rather than
camera.
it just
Oh, that's just how I
Yeah.
remember that.
yeah, but so they'll be hidden with a snare.
Yep.
So that we can set it off. So if someone comes through and they trip the snare, it'll go off.
Yeah.
We could
But-
point Fred at it and use the cameras and see if anyone comes through, and we can remote radio set it off that
Yeah.
way as well.
'Cause as long
Yeah.
as we're within
Yeah.
20
Well, right now
kilometers,
there's a shield
Yeah.
that's
of it.
controlled by
We-
bad Goa'uld.
Don't think the place is that big.
So the
But
only
it's
people
just
coming
like,
through are going to be
that's my
people who
special radio
control it.
ability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's true because they couldn't get through the shield if they. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our shield. They have their shield, so we just put a bigger shield on.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
good plan.
Well,
We
maybe.
have an
Do you-
engineer
do you-
check the shield.
Yeah. Have a look
Yeah.
at the shield now.
Do you think you could
Determine like.
disarm it, so we can at least dial back out if we need to,
Yeah.
without
look.
trying to have to figure that out first?
Have a look at at least how complex it would be to try and disarm the shield.
So you're removing the cover to have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did we check for traps on that first?
Alright, removing the back cover. Access panel removed. Reveals machinery protected by a similar golden force field.
Okay. Is
What?
Something on the glass or
is there any part of the machinery that can actually be like accessed from the outside?
Sorry?
Is there any part of the machinery that you can actually access from the outside?
No.
Hmm.
sorry, what's
Yes.
what's inside the access panel?
So it
The-
like
the
all the machinery,
shield.
there's a
Yeah.
shield, and you can't actually
Oh.
reach anything.
So there's a shield
inside.
on the.
So we can't deactivate it.
Okay, can we
Deactivate that shield?
can
What about that device that sent the signal?
The one in the DHD.
Yeah. Does it,
talk to it at all?
maybe it's got a frequency that deactivates the shield?
What, to go back? But we we tricked it into thinking that the gate had been activated again.
And it
So-
didn't- oh, okay. and it
Yeah.
didn't,
We've sent the message and they've sent their own message to the thing, not through the device we can access. Presumably through something behind the shield.
So is it possible for us to stick some C4 or a claymore next to it? So if we need to, we can blow it up.
Yeah, well, we took the outside. We could
I mean,
leave some
shield,
C4.
yeah, but
We could leave some C4 just on the shell of it to remote
Yeah.
trigger if the shield ever drops.
yeah.
What if we just dig under the machine?
Just take it
Yeah.
away a bit and stick it
How
underneath
far
it.
down does the shield go?
Yeah.
True.
It covers the box as such. You can't see it underneath. Does that make sense?
Okay, let's dig underneath a little bit and shove it underneath.
Maybe we should have a dig,
Yeah.
and see how far the shield goes.
It goes around the
Like-
Stargate itself, so you can see where it ends, unless it goes into the actual platform. That makes sense. The
So
golden force field is just over the inside of the mechanics.
Oh,
That's once you open the cover.
It
But
does, yeah.
You can see the entire box of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look like the two force fields are separate?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
Does the box have handles?
No.
But could two people lift it?
You can definitely try moving it.
Didn't you say it's like a meter
Okay.
wide, half
Can we,
meter
yeah,
high?
can we try and pick it up?
Doesn't budge.
Okay.
Oh, it's like
is
stuck
there
on the
a
ground.
gap between the box?
On the back of it.
Is there a gap between the box and the?
Oh,
platform?
okay. Like
No.
ah.
A gap.
Is there a gap between the box and the platform?
It's stuck onto it.
I was gonna say you wide in somehow.
So we'll go
Okay,
to
cool.
Fred and
Yep.
get a crowbar out
Yep.
of the toolkit and
What-
see if we can wedge that in between the back of the gate and the box
Mhm.
to see if it
Yep.
moves.
You can remove the box. It
Yep.
comes away from the back of it.
okay.
So we can lift it now.
As in, it just comes away. It falls off. You can lift it up if you want. Yeah.
Okay, what happens?
So
Goes to the ground.
okay, so the box wasn't actually on the ground. It's stuck.
Box is like a cover. Think about it that way.
Yeah.
So you
So it's like
remove
this.
the cover,
Yeah.
and the mechanism's still underneath with a force field around it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was thinking it's
I was thinking
in
it's-
this box
I
and
was
we've
thinking it was
taken
a
the
box.
panel off. Yeah, we could have used this as an
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking it was a box.
Should have set up a prop.
so we've taken that whole casing off,
Yeah.
so to speak,
Yeah, and the rest
and
of it-
it's stuck on the fridge here, sort of thing. Okay. But we can now see all of it through the force field. And is it crystals and stuff like that?
It's a bit mechanical, different crystals.
is the Goa'uld technology I would recognise,
You've seen it before, yes.
and
Pretty sure it's going.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
give
like
us an engineering roll. Science.
Yeah, let's go.
Can I help? So you can roll it advantage.
It would be a dirty 20.
Oh, good job.
So it
You
does
went
reveal
weird.
that is the source, the force field. To gain access to the inner workings of the force field generator, can be removed, but on closer inspection, it looks like it's rigged to explode if tampered with. Will detonate the Stargate and the temple, you believe.
Okay.
Whoa.
So, do I know
Let's play with crowbars.
from my engineering role and from
Oops.
my Goa'uld knowledge, do I know how it would be turned off remotely? Like,
Yes.
do I know it comes from a...
Remotely with a different signal.
Okay.
But
And you don't believe it's within your knowledge to do this right now.
Yeah, I
Within your abilities.
I think
Okay.
maybe
So
we
we
are
have
doing
to
the
wait and
thing-
see if somebody comes to investigate and take
Yeah.
their window. Yeah.
or we will find other things in the temple
Yeah.
that will contribute to our understanding.
I think it's time to explore the temple.
Yes.
I wanna find the
Is
Prometheus.
your flamethrower ready?
Yeah, no cats have attacked us. What? Why?
so
Oh, right. No, that's
You've been told
actually
they're on holidays.
no. Sean's got them somewhere so that for the dramatic
Yeah,
effect,
they're gonna leak
like,
out.
the cats attack.
They're gonna come out of the
Yeah.
screen.
Exactly, they're waiting backstage.
There's a secret.
They're gonna come out of the box. You found a use for the box.
That's gonna not be out because they have to be in the box.
Yeah, they won't come out.
so that room next door, that bigger area.
Yeah, we'll go and have a look, shall we?
Yeah, well, that's the
That's the only route we've got, really.
yeah, because the top and the bottom are like that's all that there is, right? There's nothing off screen.
The DHD came too.
So
Yeah, we just want.
yeah, so the light that's coming in through the ruined area in this bottom corner, that doesn't extend into this other room. So we're just using torches.
No, it does a bit, but not much.
Okay.
So it is night time outside.
Right.
You got a bit of light coming through.
Is there a roof?
I'll read you the description. Moving into this room.
And I'd say when we move in, we look in with torches before we actually step into the room.
No, Chuck just runs in and goes, I'm here.
Okay, so. Yes. The exit through the southern wall of the courtyard is a pristinely preserved Sumerian gate. It depicts a lone figure being forced out into a fiery landscape and suffering any number of horrible deaths from the environment and the creatures living within. It has been treated with thin, transparent material to preserve it against the elements. That is that gate there. I'm showing you. I can see it.
Oh, yeah. On an angle there. So is that above the doorway there?
You can see where they
Yes.
leave the kitties in.
Oh, those.
Take a look at the debris and stuff on the floor. Is there
That's
anything
what
that
kitties are.
stands
Yeah.
out as being, not
Oh yeah.
not debris of the temple?
Oh, the potty cat in there.
Might have once belonged to someone.
No. It's all temple rock
It's all temple.
around there.
And the room behind us? To the north there?
To the north. Going to enter that one?
Is it just like a vast expanse, this big room that we're in right now? Like it's just
Yeah, it's the antechamber that
Yeah.
all the rooms are connected to. I presume that one in the corner is Catville.
Bill, it looks like.
Room 1. Okay, the most prominent piece of art in this room is a depiction of a large tree and a stylized symbiote offering fruit to a group of Torai as other gods watch in anger. Other murals depict this symbiote attempting to return to the gods and being cast down.
Right, this is all very biblical.
Yeah.
Very good omens.
So Enki is the snake from the Garden of Eden.
And also Prometheus.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just got main character energy.
They still kill them off.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there anything else?
In the rooms?
Like, are we getting on that device, that you've got, Claire,
Yeah.
the one that reads all the different energy signatures?
Hmm.
Are you picking up any energy or radiation or anything like that?
Okay.
So these pictures on the walls and things like that, are they painted on? Are they reliefs, or are they like in this clear resin, like over the gate leading out?
Murals have been painted on.
Searching the murals sort of thing, is there any sort of raised surfaces or
Nothing in that room.
hidden compartments? Nothing.
No,
No writing.
not in this one. No,
Okay.
just those murals.
There is another room here
Oh.
that's writing for us to look at though.
All right. Do we want to go to
Next one,
the
yeah.
next one, the one on the? Yep.
Yeah.
That one?
Yep.
Okay, this room is filled with cuneiform writing.
And that's all that's on the
It's
walls.
just writing.
All right. So let's start translating with our tablet.
Ancient Sumerian.
Use the translate. Give us a culture roll.
So, you have advantage with the library things.
Hmm?
You got that as a special thing on one of our previous things.
What do you mean?
Advantage with any library associated activities.
Are you sure?
No, didn't you? Wasn't that a boon that you got from something? One of
We
our
had a
previous missions?
Boon that improved.
Oh, the Ash Archive +1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Maybe that's what I was thinking it was wrong.
Culture's wisdom, not intelligence.
Culture's wisdom? No, that's 8.
Can I give it a go? Because Chuck's good at this stuff for a natural 20.
Oh!
He was
That's
reading off the
23.
wall.
Yeah, I'm just reading it. It's Earth. I know it.
He's reading it through a mirror facing the other direction in the other room.
Pretty good success. They detail the story of Enki as a master craftsman who does many great things to aid the gods and bring fertility and long life to their lands. Bringing humans to the other Goa'uld to be their servants was considered a great thing. The tone of the writings change after this and begins to detail Enki's crimes against the gods in favour of these humans, including freeing Nurgle from Erasugical's prison.
Reed and Nurgle. What a great name.
And can we hear anything while we're in this room?
Everything is very quiet.
It's very quiet.
So their ad hoc translation was pretty much the correct translation.
No dead locusts or anything on the ground around here?
No.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go down into that.
Oh, this is the description. Okay. That's weird. They had the numbers muddled up and they didn't have a number for this description. It's just sitting there by itself. So the room's numbered,
Yeah.
but this one doesn't have a number against it, but it is the courtyard which you first went to. So, sorry.
Where the Stargate is.
No, outside.
in the-
So the
Yeah.
middle.
The middle bit.
Where we're all standing now.
Yeah.
An open air courtyard sits in the middle of the temple. It is currently night time, but even without the sun, the heat is oppressive. A layer of sand and volcanic ash covers the floor and is piled up in the corners. A large hive made of a hard black material fills the corner of the southern wall of this courtyard.
Where that black
Over towards
sort of
Oh,
hole is
yeah.
down the bottom
Yeah.
there.
That's great.
Stay with me.
A large hive, large reddish insect can be seen moving on the surface of it. A large and elaborate gate provides an exit from the south side of the courtyard, what I explained before, which they included with the number 6. I do have a picture of the insect for you.
Can I move within 10 meters of the hole, but just ready with my flamethrower?
Sure.
So it looks like a red grasshopper.
They call them locusts.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fire
They-
locusts.
Yeah.
It's pretty actually.
They're not phased by your approach. They don't do
Good. I'm staying there ready to go,
it.
just in case.
Well, okay. If we've had a gaze, so did we read what we could from the cuneiform? Is that
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
So okay.
And that's when he got it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then should we move if you're sort of like
we're-
at the ready?
Where you got your cursor showing that room.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Who said they were locusts?
In the
In the-
briefing,
In the briefing, they said it was.
fire locusts or something.
You can give us a nature roll if you'd like to know some more about that. About them before you flame the ones today.
Do you have nature?
Doesn't matter if we all roll.
Hmm?
Doesn't matter if we all roll.
No, I guess not.
I'm plus 0.
Me too.
I'm minus
Plus
1.
4.
Yes, I can't
That's
even.
cool.
Yeah. 14.
Same.
Okay. Identifies the insects as a species of locusts, similar to the red locust found in sub-Saharan Africa. Their behavior is territorial but non-aggressive. Interacting with or disturbing the hive will agitate the swarm. But otherwise, they will leave you alone.
Okay.
So
Just
just
Are
stay
they-
where you
Don't-
are.
don't
Yeah.
keep going down.
Are they bigger than?
Yes. These are about a foot long.
Oh,
Huge.
Awesome.
So because I'm 10 meters away, I have both a 10 meter range of a 10 meter cone. So
Good.
they're going to find it hard to escape.
Alright, next room.
Mm-hmm.
In this room, carvings and murals in a classical Greek style depict the legend of Prometheus, stealing many secrets from Cronus and sharing fire with humans while keeping the rest for himself. Enki, as Prometheus, is then sentenced by the gods for his crimes against Cronus and chained to a rock where an eagle is depicting eating his liver.
Nice with that nice cat.
You do notice that this area of the recent explosion site
Mhm.
was detailed why that happened.
We can't hear anything beyond there. There's no
Because
pitiful mewling or anything.
Purring.
this area was sealed with explosives during the initial recon, but since then, an unstable passage has been cleared in the rubble and partially collapsed again.
You tried to rescue the kitties?
Well,
Kitty
the
may have
kitties
escaped.
pushed their way out.
Can we see through the rubble into the
Partially.
Just like, can we see anything in
The
the room?
back wall of the other room.
shine a light in and around?
Can't see too much around. It's not
Can we
much
see
room.
the kitty?
You do believe you could push your way through?
I don't know if we want to, do we?
I think you guys should group together before anything happens.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Actually,
I love how spread out.
Yeah.
well,
I'm
should
happy to be on my lonesome, but
yeah. Well, we should. I think we should look in the
Does it?
bottom room
Together. Yeah.
What?
and then go up.
All right.
Yeah, because I think
I'll
that's
do that.
the last
Yeah.
room.
Okay.
All of us together.
Yeah.
Except for Chuck.
Chuck's on guard.
Yeah.
In a classical Egyptian style, carvings on the walls of this room depict the Tauri uprising on Earth. Among those in the uprising, one misshapen figure is depicted as lurking behind those fighting and is labelled with a cartouche. That figure is subsequently depicted as being captured and brought before Ra and the other gods. I'm going to say
So-
culture/investigation roll.
You wouldn't-
Jafar or Tokra order success for the culture roll.
Yeah. Oh.
The
Yeah.
cartouche reads as Enki.
Yeah.
But you can still investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this what led to the burying of the gate on Earth?
You would assume
This
that.
uprising.
About then, yeah.
16 investigation.
Okay. Investigating
Saturday?
reveals that the damaged section of the carvings, there are 4 figures that appear to have clothes and weapons that are different from the other rebels in the Jafar.
Modern looking clothes and weapons.
Do they look
How do you
modern?
mean modern?
Did SG1 go back in
Is
time?
it different?
They
How-
said,
how are they
said
different?
modern.
Yeah.
It doesn't say.
One of the previous team members thought it looked modern,
Yeah.
but it could just be different.
Can I suggest that you guys really thoroughly check the walls of the Prometheus room for secret doors or anything like that?
Yeah, well, it
Or
isn't adding up.
hatches in the floor?
Can we
The-
check both of them?
What's that?
Is
Is
it
it something there that shouldn't be?
No,
I haven't-
just that Prometheus rising from the dead, Enki, this makes me think there might be something there.
Interesting.
I don't think
Who's
so.
searching?
No, go on.
Which room
No,
was that?
I'm on guard
Prometheus
duty.
room.
The
You're the
middle-
room,
Yeah.
the middle
That's why I'm
room where
suggesting
Well,
it
where
instead
you
of
guys
doing
are,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Prometheus. Nah, room 3.
Which is the one we're in.
It's that main room.
Yeah, but-
How
Who's
many figures?
4, which is the number of a Stargate team with its modern looking clothes.
Yeah, but that's not our team. I
No.
thought maybe
No.
we travelled back at some point in the future.
Maybe 2 guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, we go back
Maybe
and
it's
start
even
the
this
human
team.
rebellion.
Yeah.
Are there 4 people in this team? Or might be. Or I don't know.
Someone searching that room?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's searching?
It's
It's an investigation. Right?
Do you want to show me?
Okay.
there's lots of walls.
Yes, I think you're looking at the same lots of walls.
I'll walk
Don't
in and
find
have a
anything?
go.
No.
Find some walls.
16 again.
Yeah, lots of walls and rocks around.
Can I check the the room that I'm currently in, the one below it, the
Yep, nothing.
yeah, okay, cool.
All right. Well, let's check
I got a
the
21.
rubble entrance to that
Yeah.
other room.
Wait, sorry. The bottom of the one that we were just in, that is just the bottom of the temple. Like, there's nothing below that we can see with the naked eye.
No.
Well, if we're going to go in that room, do you want to leave the bug spray with a
That-
little bit of C4 next to it,
Oh no, Rowena, that's
Um,
yours.
relatively close to the locus hole, so I'll come support you guys?
Yeah.
But do we, like, if we don't disturb the locus?
Do we just leave
that's why
them
we're
alone
leaving
and
bug spray with C4 just in it's still in the
Yeah.
container, just within a couple of meters.
Yeah, as a just a precaution.
far enough away that it's like we're not disturbing.
We're not
them
disturbing
by
them.
putting it there.
But
Yeah,
if locusts
alright.
all of a sudden start attacking us from behind while the cats are attacking us from the front,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can go, no more reinforcements, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, we'll do that.
So does the
Make this
Chuck loves that one.
so checking out
Going up.
the rubble
Yes.
to make sure it's not going to collapse even further if we start removing some of it. That's probably an engineering.
Yeah, is it safe to dig out?
Um, 22 to check that it's safe.
22. Okay, you do believe it can be. You've got to wiggle your way through though. If you do disrupt it, it probably will fall down.
Okay.
Is there any
Well, I'm very small.
like timber or
Finger.
bracing
Thing
material
coming
that we
from-
can get from the rubble to?
It's a rock, but no timber
think-
or anything like
We could use our
Concrete.
crowbar. Yeah, we could.
that. Remake the whole wall.
I wonder if you could even just harvest some of the fallen like stonework
Mm.
and use that to prop things up.
Can we do that?
It'll be an engineering roll.
I'll do that.
Tara, you want to assist?
Yeah. No, never mind. I'm tall. I forgot.
19.
19, excellent. You build something that you believe will be stable?
Trust my creation.
You're building your trade.
So now that that's hopefully supporting the roof,
Mhm.
we'll clear away a bit of, because we
Yep.
don't want to have to all squeeze in and then not be able to get out.
Okay. You remove enough dirt and rubble. You believe you can all just get through now?
Who wants to do
Who's
first?
going first?
I'll go first. I'm good with native wildlife.
You're good with cats. You are very good with cats.
Okay. Inside are the skeletal remains of several large cat-like creatures and smaller lizard-like creatures. Though the room has been damaged while being used by the Den of the Cats, there are still remnants of artwork depicting Enki wearing the disguise of an avian-headed first prime and hiding a woman from the sight of the gods.
Is the woman the Eve that we saw in the other room?
It doesn't say. You can't tell from what you're looking at.
Okay. So, having a look at the skeletons with a quick
Yeah.
medicine roll to determine how they die.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
They did. They're skeleton.
9.
9.
Chuck, do you want to go
I
in?
believe it might have been a fair while or a short while. You're not too sure.
Are you trying to do medicine?
Yeah.
Come on.
But like,
It takes years of training to be like Chuck.
does it look like they fought each other, or they just died of asphyxiation or starvation?
Looks like they might have fought each other.
Chuck does another natural 20
Yeah.
for a 28.
And he does a 4 top the other.
So yeah, Chuck's in there.
Chuck solved the case.
You can tell they've been there for several weeks, you believe, since they've died.
The skeleton's ready.
And yes, it does look like they died of starvation / killing each other. Bit of a mixture.
Can I tell anything about the lizards?
They've been dead longer.
Could
So,
be that the
kitty cat might
cats
eat
ate them. Yeah, we're living on
It
it.
does
Didn't
look like
like
there's
them?
munching marks on them. Anyway. Their bones.
Is there anything else in the room?
Well, I'm really interested about like the depictions on the room because that gives us information that we didn't have in the mission report. Because they were like, it should be off limits because they got attacked by the cats. So what? So it was.
So he's dressed as the first prime of
Mhm.
who?
Sorry?
He's dressed
Oh.
He said
He's
it's
wearing
he
a
said
bird
it's
head,
bird,
so-
bird head.
bird
Yeah,
head.
bird.
So that's Ra.
Yes, would be.
Yeah. So he was the first prime of Ra and hiding this woman.
Or dress.
He was dressed
Yeah,
as one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dressed as one, and he's hiding this woman.
Can we tell who the woman is?
The woman does she possibly look like she might be a Goa'uld?
Not that you can really tell from the movie.
Wasn't there? There was a woman. There was a.
Remember
There was a
we
we
encountered
No. I mean like this mission
On the other
in
wall.
the or
in the middle room.
or what the spiel was. There was. Maybe not.
Do we know who Noble is?
But on the other.
Noble.
Yeah.
That was in
And
the
we took
Prometheus.
Nurgle from the prison.
Like,
Issue
as in,
Nurgle.
do we know if Noble's a woman?
Yeah.
A woman.
What do we know about Nurgle, Sean?
Nobles.
Nurgle.
When he said,
Room 3.
yeah, rescued Nurgle from the prison.
Yeah. Nothing? Other than what I've said, I have nothing else on him.
Okay.
So there's nothing else on the walls. Can I do an investigation? For this room?
For that
So-
room?
The top left room.
Yeah.
That $18.
You see, a set of recent boot prints goes to the east wall and back to the entrance of the room.
Okay. Can we?
As in SG boots?
No.
Enki? Can we check the where it goes to? That bit on the wall?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
And then what? It goes back to the doorway.
Yeah.
So just walks to the wall and back.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Can
you can't
we-
invest-
I
can't
don't know why. There's nothing there. It's weird.
investigate the door on the wall.
Yeah, you find nothing.
Because even from their description, it didn't actually sound like they entered this room.
No, they
No.
didn't.
Why are there boot prints?
Oh no,
there?
they
No, but
they
they did.
did because they dropped the door behind them as they tried to escape
Hmm.
Okay.
the
Okay.
Yeah,
the
but
cats. So they
Sean
went
said
in,
there
but
wasn't an SG boot.
Yeah, but this is a recent.
Yeah,
One.
that's what I said,
But since they've gone, I think the dust has settled and stuff, so their footprints aren't around. So that's the boot of someone who's not. Yeah.
but that's said, yeah.
Okay, it might have been SG boot. That
Oh.
makes sense now that you said that. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm.
one would assume they walked in, realised they needed to get the hell out, and then left.
So just walk to the wall.
Yeah.
And then walk back.
I can't think of any other reason. It doesn't say.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go with
I
that.
wonder if it's worth having another look at that panel with the 4 strange people on it.
Yeah.
Just because it's very suspicious.
It's unusual, yeah.
Mm. And I. Oh wait, no, that is all of the rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, that doesn't add up to the amount of rooms. It's just because they add location 6.
You know what we need to do? Where that mural is for 4 people.
Mm.
We need to take a photo of it
Mm.
and enhance it and spin it round and look at the reflection in someone's eye and enhance that and enhance it and move
Yeah.
it around and, that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then we'll
yeah.
get a clear picture that we can see exactly who it is.
Do the full
Nice.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 4 people we'll get their social security numbers and
Yeah.
everything.
Can we go and
Depends
enhance
what
the
much
image? Surely you can do that on your tablet.
Yeah. That's
Just
one of its
zoom.
functions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Zoom it and then like put it through like
Totally
an
enhance
like
it
an
with DNA.
AI.
Unfortunately, the mural doesn't have that much clarity.
No.
Can I at least
We will add
see, like, the 4 strange figures? Does it look like they were painted at the same time as everything
Ooh.
else?
Yes. Doesn't look any different. The rest of it.
And what are they wearing?
Which room was this?
The one
The
technically I'm standing
lower
by,
left
isn't it?
corner.
5.
Bottom
room
one?
5.
Bottom one.
Bottom one. How do you know it's room 5?
Because it's on the sheet.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Learning lots. I love having
5.
text in front of me.
In a classical Egyptian style, carvings on the walls of this room depict the Torai uprising on Earth. Among those in the uprising, one misshapen figure is depicted as lurking behind those fighting and is labelled with a cartouche. That figure is subsequently depicted as being captured and brought before Ra and the other gods.
And we know that Enki is the figure.
Yeah. With the label Enki.
So where are the other 4 figures?
That was an extra description.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, there was an investigation.
Yeah.
Investigation reveals that in the damaged section of the carvings, there are 4 figures that appear to have clothes and weapons that are different from the other rebels and the Jafar.
Does it
But
say,
it doesn't tell us
But
what.
that's the extent of the investigation. There's nothing more.
like, it doesn't say how they're different or what it looks like.
Is the
If I had
Reb-
pictures, I could probably go into more, but there's no pictures.
is the rebellion this is stupid? Is the rebellion against Ra? Is that not like the movie?
No. So this is when the humans rebelled and buried the gate.
So
Yeah.
before,
Okay,
before,
before
the
the-
Yeah.
Before they dug up.
2,000 years
Oh.
before the movie.
So
Yeah.
when they got booted from Earth, they'd already had all the humans that, you know.
Yeah.
That's right. The
Okay.
humans buried the gate on the Giza Plateau.
Yeah, because I was like, is it SG1? And it's just put in there as a little like
Easter egg.
Easter egg. Yeah. Okay.
Is there any correlation, the fact between one of them is Egyptian, one of them is Greek, one of them is
Sumerian.
Sumerian.
Well, it's the significant cultures that
Yeah, where
That
he's
that
been
she's-
there
yeah.
the whole. Yeah.
that is.
But is there some correlation between them? Like, or are you just? Am
They're
I
all-
just reading far too much into that?
Other than he takes up like the position of the like noble betrayer
Yeah.
in
Mm.
each one.
Yeah. Yep. Yes.
It's like it's different sort of mythologies, but it's a similar role in all of them.
Yeah,
Mm.
because the serpent is the no. What did you? How did you put it?
I said
Noble
noble
betrayer.
traitor.
Yeah, the
Well-
cuneiform
Yeah.
stuff was.
And like you said, this is
Well-
very biblical because it happened the same thing in biblical times.
Yeah.
So that you got your serpent that's doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same story retold.
Yeah.
And I think the reason it's the same story retold is it's retold for each of the system lords. So one of the system lords is Egyptian, one of the system lords is Greek,
Yeah.
like Kronos, who later defects to the SGC. He was like,
He was more the Greek, wasn't he?
yeah,
Whereas
Greeks.
Ra was the Egyptian.
Ra was Egyptian.
So he was a Sumerian.
Well,
I don't know enough about Sumerian
Who was like?
mythology.
Okay, so you got 3 gods there. Who's the
at
fourth?
least. Well,
Who's
there were,
depicted
didn't
in
you
the
say
first
there
one?
were 10 system lords in the
I thought you said a
entryway?
group I thought he said a
Or,
group.
or was it a
the ones.
group? Just a group. In the entrance hall there.
Very
This
good,
is like
right?
art history.
My brain's not having enough coffee today for this.
But
Drink
it could also
Sugar
be,
free.
say there's 10
Yeah,
system
sorry, yeah.
lords, there's obviously going to be 3 or 4 that are more powerful than the others who may have commissioned these murals and things like that to because they're the most powerful.
Well, that's me.
Yeah,
Ra,
but
Ra and Kronos and obviously 2 others are pretty peeved because they've set this up like a prison.
Yeah, but I'm so confused. Is this
To
a
torment
prison for this guy? Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
To torment him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
So, you know,
like
go
it's
basically
supposed
we
for,
won and
you know,
Yeah.
and
this is
And
what we
also
do.
probably to be like, you're a traitor, like you're a bad
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Because in their minds,
Well, he is.
he's
If
Yeah,
he's-
and they're rubbing it in because this is all the good things you did, but you stuffed it.
yeah.
And
And
also
you're-
that he would betray them for like these terrible humans
Yeah.
who don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nothing. Gee.
Oh God.
Sounds like a gay.
Why?
And Malpy goes, what?
Okay.
So you hear static over your radio
Yeah, because
It's
it's
a
been
long
30
pause.
minutes.
before General Lawyer
Oh,
speaks.
true.
When he finally does, there is grave concern in his voice.
Sorry.
Looks like the Goa'uld were serious about keeping Enki trapped on his planets. Send what information you can on that force field, and I'll have Dr. Berg and his team start working on a way to neutralize it. In the meantime, I can't authorize any further personnel to join you, but we'll send any supplies you need. I'll see if any of our allies have a ship in the area that can get to you if we can't figure out a way past it. While we're doing this, your mission has not changed. The System Lords were this concerned about keeping Enki trapped on this planet. There's even more reason to go try and get his assistance against them now.
Oh, we can't find him right now.
I wonder if we have to actually leave.
I think we
Yeah.
might have to because
Yeah,
there is
go
no.
outside.
Because I think he might be outside.
Yeah,
now.
can we check
But-
the front door?
The UAV to pick him up northwest
Yeah.
outside.
But I do think it's a good idea
Mm.
that Stargate Command keeps an active gate so no Goa'uld can visit us through the gate.
True. Wait, but that gate activation was that him? Was that activating so that he could radio?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So if they can maintain and then straight away redial, because then it's two-way communication. We just can't leave, but we can still talk to them,
Yeah.
and no one else can gate into the planet
Yeah.
But
because
also, presumably, they might be expecting other SG groups to be coming back and all the rest of it. Are they going to cease
Well,
operations
sucks for
just us?
them. Well, we can ask.
well,
Can we? We'll
I
ask.
hear a crackle on the radio. Phoenix Team 1, come in.
yes.
Okay.
Good to know you're still there.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry.
Say that.
Yeah.
We're having a conversation first.
Um,
We're still here, sir. We're not
Yeah.
having much luck. Any chance you can keep the gate open and stop any bad guys from coming here? There's a force field around the Stargate, and we haven't found any clues about Enki yet.
And the information that you want for the force field is we don't.
well, we'll take photos of everything, the device on the back and all that, and we'll transmit them through the gate.
Send everything through you can. We'll get Dr. Berg and Major Bell to look at them immediately.
And can you
Keep you going.
Unfortunately, not at this time. We do have other SG teams off-world. We will recall them as a priority.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, that's fine. We have
Alright.
our defenses.
For now, make sure your base camp is defensible.
Love that.
Lawyer, if we get through this, I want a cake.
And I want Christmas pudding.
Make sure there is a cake for you on your return.
Okay.
Check out the front door.
Yeah, I'm interested to go out into this place.
But careful to approach from the side away from the locusts.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, is there any footprints going right up to the nest?
No.
Or like we didn't see
Other
any
than
other
shots.
footprints anywhere.
Nothing out of the ordinary. No. Just the
Okay.
other team walking around. Okay.
So what do you say? We saw him outside. Did you say
Well-
we saw him with an AV?
Yes, the UAV picked him up to the northwest. The temple. We set this
Learning
footage and the
about-
recon information to the Tok'ra. Shifted to the television monitor set up. A bald-headed, bearded, dark-skinned figure can be seen at the center of a triple spiral of large flying insects. A few seconds later, a large talon is visible.
Oh,
What did it say that it was?
yeah.
Temple
He's
is A,
in
technically
danger.
enough. Here it is. Area C if it was worth sending another team. This was recorded about 15 kilometers northwest of the temple.
Okay.
Then you saw.
15 Ks.
That's still within my radio range.
Yeah, I'm just more thinking the lava.
Mm.
And because a UAV can fly over that, but
Do we know how long it is till daylight?
No.
Yeah,
I mean, the report, they weren't
Because
there.
it's going to get
for long.
really hot.
yeah.
Mm.
What
Because this is like crematoria.
armor did we have?
It's like Butcher Bay.
Like, do we have?
I don't know. I've got my normal armor on.
Do
I'm
we have any like?
gonna polish the backs of my eyeballs,
Yeah.
Heat, like heat resistant.
Yeah. Silver sheep.
shave my head, and all I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
do is
shave your head,
talk about family.
right?
This
This is the Chronicles of Ulfric. Butcher Bay.
Okay.
It's a reference to a movie, Tara,
Yeah, thanks. Like most things.
and
that
a
you say.
game.
There's bridges across the lava. Okay.
Oh, lucky.
There's a bridge to the north.
Oh, okay. The lava's like that. All right.
Pity we
Okay,
didn't
so we
bring
can
our
just go through
UAV.
the exit
Yeah.
where the walls
Hey,
collapse.
it's a
and
good
the
UAV.
are in.
ATVs.
Yeah.
Heading outside and heading towards the bridge.
Yeah, unless they can push us through some.
Oh, yeah, before we do that,
Spit it out.
okay, so at my current level, I'm able to use my survivalist ability with everyone. Okay, so I'm trained to survive on any world and in any biome, gain resistance to damage from your environment, including non-natural environmental dangers like traps. So that's what I had as part of my class,
Yeah.
but at level 5, I'm able to then use that like I can with camming everyone up. I can do that, so
Yeah.
they'll all get
Ostrich on face
resistance
and cone bone.
to damage as well.
Okay.
There you
So
go. We've got
just
that too.
thinking we're in this
Remember that.
you know, we might start taking damage from the heat.
And we all have +2 con saves in hot environments as well.
Yeah,
From
I'm pretty
the-
sure this qualifies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah,
From the
from the planet with the
rainforest.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
the humid one.
Cool. So we've got resistance damage. Can't remember how that works.
Isn't resistance just to take half damage?
Typically.
Yeah, you get a saving throw.
Hmm.
If you save with resistance, you get a saving throw. If you save, you take no damage. If you fail, you take half damage.
But if you got resistance to it, you only take the half damage if you fail.
If you fail,
But
yeah.
if you succeed, you can take none.
Is
Yeah.
it? Oh, isn't it just like if you say you take like 8 points of essentially fire damage, you'd only take 4 because you've got resistance.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
if you
it's-
get
so you have to roll.
No.
It's a roll thing.
so well,
It's different
'cause
to
it's-
immunity. So.
yeah, but like if it's something that you get a save against, so like the heat save, or you take this much damage. If you succeed, you take half. Having a resistance means that you
0 or
yeah,
half
0
instead
or-
of half or full.
yeah.
Is that what it says? 'Cause I think normally it's just whatever damage you would take, you just halve it. I thought if it's 5e rolls.
Yeah.
Let's see if it makes any
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah,
before-
yeah.
Let's
Let's
see.
cross that bridge when we come to it, and let's first cross
Yeah.
The bridge.
Okay.
Across the bridge.
Let's burn that bridge on me.
Yeah.
Because now there's a group survival check.
So, yeah, nice to me. That's not all nice to me.
+2.
Sorry, that was
Oh.
for crossing the bridge. So we're heading across the bridge.
Mine rolled off a 20 to a 2. So,
Okay, so the bridge is very slim, basically. So you're heading across, and now you're trying to avoid the molten rock. So, 2,
no, 5.
5's a fail.
One.
1. Is that a critical failure or? Okay, something else happens there. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Pass.
9.
Fail.
13.
Fail.
Jeez.
On a failure.
Everyone
takes,
+2, right?
1 TD fire damage, so 7 fire damage. She couldn't avoid getting close to the lava. On a
But
natural
that's
one.
hard.
Yes.
Yeah, 7.
So,
What gear do you have on you?
3.
3 or 4.
The not all my big heavy armor.
3,
rounded
it's
down.
rounded down.
What are you carrying? Weapons.
Weapons that my start.
Yep,
weapon.
lift them up.
Huh?
Lift them up. What are you carrying at the moment?
Sidearm, Martok, Zat gun, combat knife, and 11 grenades.
Okay.
What happens?
I don't know. I better not lose much.
You just dropped all your grenades into the lava. by accident.
Oh,
That's
do they
honestly.
explode?
Probably.
Yeah, you do hear a mini explosion inside the lava, and you see the bubbles come up out the water, out the lava.
That looks cool! Way to go!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it could have been like your stuff.
I know.
So-
I was a bit stressed there for a second when you started saying that.
You dropped a whole bandolier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walking over the bridge, you get to a desolate desert. It lies beyond the ring of the blackened rock. The something about that. Yeah, it doesn't say anything here. It does look out of the ordinary, the blackened rock. You can give us a roll about that. At the
What
end
kind
of the
of roll?
bridge.
No?
Even without all the lava all around, the dry heat is thick and overwhelming. Abzu's harsh sun begins to creep over the horizon.
Can we see the
Rock.
That's the end of the maps.
Oh, God. It's the end of the map.
We've gotten to the desert, but is it an investigation or perception for
Investigation.
of the Black Rock?
Oh no.
I got
I
16.
think you should roll that one again.
18.
Oh, I rolled a different dice. I don't know how that
21.
goes.
Oh.
Group investigation. I don't know why. I remember
23.
reading the description earlier when I read through this,
20?
but it's not where it should be. In this area. there, but I remember reading about what it was. Here we are. It's not a natural feature. It appears this area was bombarded from orbit and deliberately created to be desolate and barren. The temple and the bridge were built afterward. Okay. Oh, that's what I forgot to get. Cards. We're going travelling again.
Oh,
On the road again.
Just want to left that up there. What do I do with the cards? Damn it.
Are they? Yeah.
Are they in there or in the dice box? I wouldn't have put them bar. Maybe in that black tray. Underneath there, maybe that one. Sorry, guys.
No.
I really forgot about it.
No, that's all chainmail.
Yeah, might be with the females.
Those are all yeah.
See it there.
You had them last week. I remember you having them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are Dad's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, you
Yeah.
said to bring
The ones that
some,
we got
yeah.
at UT open market day.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah. Open week was on the weekend. I was going to suggest that we should go and you can
Yeah.
and you be the new student, and then ask you to model again. Went to market day and they kept asking Dad to model because they thought he was a mature age student, so they wanted to show the diversity.
Oh, we don't get very many maturations, and I
You
just
just
the dog's getting free stuff.
yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't have just assumed that like I was a first year and you were like, my parent.
Yeah, just tagging along.
Yeah.
That's such a funny assumption to make.
I know.
Obviously.
But she was like, oh, we'd love to have you model.
That's so cute.
I know. He was telling people that he was studying. It was like deep in our.
Socioeconomics in ancient Egypt.
Yeah, because
Oh
it was
my
like he had
No,
just
that was actually on my find out how to get in.
he had just started me on Stargate, so we were all like,
Very Egyptian.
yeah, exactly. You were probably thinking about the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I've only thought about it once today.
There's this thing on TikTok where like turns out men think about the Roman Empire like a lot, and so all of these girls like asking their partners like, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And they're all like,
Mark.
how often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Once, twice a year, maybe.
Okay, you're an outlier.
Yeah.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Look, it depends. You're talking about some of the books from the Roman Empire?
My husband, I guarantee you, he would go,
Anything.
Never?
I'm a bit of a stoic, so probably once or twice a month.
Okay,
Think
yeah.
about it laugh-wise a bit. Like, I've got the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you do. Yeah, like I asked my brother and he was like, daily. I asked my friend from uni and he was like, yeah, once or twice a day. And then Dad said weekly.
what on earth are you thinking about?
Well,
No, don't
for me, remember we had all that rain and there were potholes everywhere and that.
How they built better roads back then?
My God,
Yeah.
like when we travelled around Europe and the UK and stuff, the
The roads are still.
the
in
roads are
condition.
still in good condition, no potholes and
Yeah.
things like that. And these were built 1,000 years ago or up to 2,000 years ago, and we've lost that
Yeah.
knowledge.
The
Well,
roads are meant
ability to
stone
engineer.
and not like.
Well, no, it's like it's a whole
We could build roads
process,
without
Yeah.
cement.
and like
Yeah.
it's about
Well,
a meter.
Yeah.
They're only about a
Romans
meter,
made cement
but the
that
way
actually
they
got stronger
do it-
the older it got.
Yeah.
We only
Yeah,
found
exactly.
out last year how it actually works.
Yeah.
We'd known about it, but we didn't know how it works till last year. But we still can't figure out how to manufacture it. How Romans manufactured this
Wow.
stuff.
There's some ingredient that they use that
combination of volcanic ash and stuff like that, but how they got it right and did it consistently all over the stuff. Well,
Yeah.
they had cement that you make a seawall and it gets stronger as it gets older, not weaker.
Yeah.
Like ours.
Yeah.
And there's always
Only
depictions
the
of it with
Romans
these 4 people
Yeah.
that have different sort of weapons and that to everyone else.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Were
like
they?
that reminded me of
It
the
was the
Roman.
bloody Vulcans.
I'm always thinking when we're driving around
Live long
with
and
potholes
Yeah,
everywhere.
that's
I'm
right.
thinking,
You're the Roman in your boat. Yeah.
Constitution check, everyone.
Oh, fun. Okay.
It's for the heat, so
So
so we get our
Constitution
+2.
say- Okay, so +2.
Plus whatever constitution bonus you got.
Yeah. So
24.
pass.
17.
Pass.
17?
No, no. I like it, dice.
17.
Babies.
Oh, look at 17.
We're used to the heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's snaky things on the
Yeah, I was just about to say, any tentacles come out, we're fine.
None yet.
Yeah.
Cut.
Oh, you go. No, you go. I'm scared.
4 of hearts.
Oh no.
And we got
Oh, you broke it.
Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I didn't break it, just came out.
Hey.
What is that?
Oh, yeah. This is what we did last time. We
Yeah,
had
you
more
do.
fun working out what the food was.
What is that?
4 of hearts it was.
4 of hearts.
Bread
Or
stop
pass.
stopping?
Is it like bow?
Yeah, I think so. Because look, there's distinctly the buns and then stuff.
These same
Why did they have
chips
4
get
of them,
moves
though?
under your feet. Each step causes you to sink into the exhausting terrain. Give us an athletics check, please.
Oh.
Athletics.
Can I tumble across?
Oh my God.
Like a tumbleweed?
What was the cut? Was it 4?
Oh, no.
27.
23.
12.
No.
What are we doing? Athletics.
It's
Yeah.
a group check, so we've
13.
decided basically. That's a pass.
Oh.
Oh,
Was a 14. That's a fail.
And
oh,
That's
you
fail.
failed.
I was about to say I was hanging on to you.
I'll hang on to you.
Failure. The team is unable to cross the ridge.
It's not a very good picture.
I thought only 2 of us failed out of 3.
The group
Wait.
Oh, 3 failed.
What did I say to you? 15.
Was
Yeah.
it 15?
Yeah.
That's a pass.
She's a
Okay,
pass.
you're good.
Oh.
You sure it was 15?
Yeah, because 12 plus 1 for my constitution plus 2 for
Ah.
con saves. I don't know if I said
No,
something
it's
else.
but it was an athletics check.
Yeah,
Oh.
athletics.
I was behind. Yep, then it is 12.
Okay.
Then we failed.
Okay.
God damn it.
Okay. Return the
I
card.
was
to
right.
the
Yeah. Okay,
Return the
return.
card to the deck and shuffle.
Oh, why have I volunteered the shuffle?
So how often do we have to
Actually-
do this? Every how many hours?
have
You
to get
shuffle.
through the cards.
But how, like, does one card equal 1 hour? Because I'm just
Or
thinking
one
the sun
or-
coming up and stuff.
Yeah, don't give him ideas.
No, I'm just wondering how
Well,
often.
pretty much.
Oh, it's getting hotter.
I'm just getting hotter and hotter.
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
your choice if you want to keep traveling in the sunlight. You don't have to keep going on. You can
We could set the
try and
time.
bunk it somewhere. Yeah.
Well, let's.
Are we still on the bridge? Can we not get off the bridge?
No, we're
Oh,
we're
well,
yonder.
we're-
We're in the
yeah.
desert.
Okay.
We're fine right now.
Yeah.
So let's just do a few cards, and if we start to stress about it,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can take a risk.
Okay. Next go.
3 of hearts,
3 of hearts.
and it's those
Pentagon.
those bean thingies
Oh.
Bean
that
Oh.
you. No, the
I know what you mean.
they're like
It's not
sticky,
seaweed salad?
sticky bean
Uh,
things.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it looks like rice cakes.
Every one of us has a different interpretation of what it is.
Don't you reckon? Because they're 4 separate things.
Yeah.
Or 6.
A rocky ridge offers a break from
Yeah.
the desert sand.
There you go.
Though giving permanent footing, it is treacherous to cross. Athletics check.
I'm tumbling everywhere I go.
What number was on the card, sorry?
3.
3.
Okay.
Natto or natto,
go three.
sticky fermented soybeans. 17.
16.
17.
And you passed.
Oh, hang on, I haven't rolled. I did a natural 1.
1.
It's just
We're all in
spreading.
ones tonight.
Alright,
But-
as a group, you passed together. Okay, next card.
God, you're really terrible at like when you're not acrobating.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to tumble everywhere.
Okay.
No, that's the
Yeah.
six of clubs.
Yeah, 6 of clubs.
6 clubs, is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Oh,
sand
yeah, sorry.
seems to go on endlessly before you in undulating dunes. There's very little indication if you are even heading in the correct direction. Give us a group survival check.
Okay. Survival.
24. I like these dots.
10.
Same. Also
14.
17.
Yeah, just
Just. Few of you knew where you were going, so okay.
Okay.
Heading on.
Continue somersaulting.
no. You haven't
Everywhere I'm
started
going.
somersaulting.
Back to our bow buttons, 4 of hearts.
The sand shifts and moves under your feet. Each step causes you to sink into the exhausting terrain.
Hang on a sec. If we succeed on the card, do we remove it from the deck?
If you succeed, yes. You're
Okay,
not putting it back in, eh?
so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're
No,
telling me.
no, because you failed it.
Yeah, we failed that
You
one.
So-
failed the first one, so it goes back
yeah.
in. There's
So
one
we
you passed,
succeeded
don't
on
go
the
back
6
Yeah,
of clubs
so-
and the 3 of hearts.
so what? 3 of hearts,
heart and
Yeah.
6 of clubs.
What's my
6
favourite?
of clubs, and 3 of hearts. So we've succeeded at those.
in. Good. I'll be here all night.
So yeah, 4 of hearts. So what will we have to do again?
Athletics.
Tumbling everywhere.
No, that's acrobatics.
Exactly.
That's how.
Oh, that's all right. 19.
24.
7.
3.
We keep getting the same thing.
I can't do
Back
that.
in the deck and shuffle.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, when are we going to get rid of that one?
Next card. That's twice we failed on the same one.
I know.
Those
Oh.
King of
two.
diamonds.
Sand time, good. So which one?
King of diamonds.
King of diamonds.
Bacon.
Desiccated and dying trees surround a rocky and partially sand-filled depression in the ground. At one time, it appears this was an oasis in the desert.
I think it's one of those like
There is a nature or survival roll.
when you grill it yourself.
It's a
Oh, correct.
yeah. What was it? Sorry. What?
Nature or survival.
Nature.
Get
Okay.
into it.
It's gone around the table.
Oh,
Dude,
Rose
my
got it.
room and I
20,
She's got a nat 20.
20. So 3 20s.
nah,
Oh, no, I didn't get that. Ray got that. I got,
not one. So
survival.
so
17.
actually that's still 7.
7.
My nature is
That's still a pass.
So there is enough shade and wood from the trees to make a fire and provide protection from the elements. So you can take a long rest and gain the full benefit of doing so. Fresh water can be found just under the sand.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yeah,
he'll
we get
visit us during the night. Yeah.
Taking a full rest?
Yep.
You notice the sun's about a halfway through its rotation.
So we'll get up when it's dark.
Oh, after your long rest, sorry.
Oh,
You
Okay.
can rest for another long time if you want, but
No, let's
No,
keep
Keep
going.
going.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I'll
very long days.
uh,
Is that what
Oh,
you're saying?
memorize my spells again.
okay, constitution check, please. Where are you going again?
Is this for the heat?
Yes.
constitution check.
9. 9.
It's a fail.
18.
Also 18.
18 to pass.
12.
12's pass.
21.
21. So 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay. That's just saving throws. So I will administer controlled stimulants and
Yeah.
fix that up.
Like it never happened.
Are we all
I'm okay.
recovered from the damage that we
Yeah.
took on the
From
bridge
the
then?
full
Long
rest.
rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Also,
Oh, my goodness.
I can give one of you plus tension die bonus on intelligence or wisdom check. Now, on an intelligence or wisdom check. So if we have one that comes up. Although
So
think-
survival would have been wisdom. So.
yeah. With those ones, do I have to declare it before Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it should say.
Yeah, I mean, I've just written like shorthand. I think I would say, I
Yeah.
would have written in, or you would have written in.
Usually you
if
would
it
have
was-
to say before, I think.
So you have to say the person, and then
Yeah.
they have to decide on which role.
All right.
It's
So
like-
if anyone
it's like
doesn't have any
Bardic
bonuses,
inspiration.
yeah, if anyone doesn't have any bonuses on intelligence or wisdom, let me know.
Someone's been sitting in their car for a very long
Yeah.
time. Yes. Next card.
It's me. Did it get
Continue
shuffled?
on after your rest?
I don't know.
Four of hearts.
Two.
Up
Yeah.
to your heart.
Yeah, I didn't want
Oh.
the top one.
Oh my gosh.
It's our favourite.
It's the one again. Yeah.
Yep. The sand's shifting and moving under your feet. Athletics, check, please.
Okay.
Tumbling.
Yeah, that's strength.
Come on.
Oh my god.
14.
Yes.
6.
6.
No.
1.
Yeah, just leave that card in the deck.
Go back in.
Is
I got
it?
4.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't need to go on any further.
Back in the deck. That's 3
Are
times.
you just throwing the cards away so that, like, you know, like, hide
I was gonna shuffle
them?
one out of the deck.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there we go. We're down to one card.
Get lost.
And
Yeah, I did it
Four
for
more.
Alright. 5 of clubs.
5 of clubs.
Is it-
Noodles. Just noodles?
Well, it looks like
Actually, how
mince, like pork mince or something.
looks like
Spaghetti bolognese.
Snugs.
The stand seems to go on endlessly before you in undulating dunes. There is very little indication of you ever heading in the correct direction.
Yeah.
Group survival.
Okay, survival. Does anyone need some
So,
bonus on survival
You should
before
be
you roll?
using your astronomy.
It's not
Find
at
in the
night.
right direction.
It's daytime.
Yeah, but still following the sun. It's a celestial body.
I mean,
That's not wrong.
okay. Do you need a? Do
What-
you need
what are we
do
doing?
you need a +7
Survival
on your
check.
Oh,
survival?
not for survival. No,
Okay.
no, no.
Which card was this, sorry?
5 of
Five
clubs.
clubs.
So that's 27.
Mm-hmm.
18.
7.
17.
19.
That's a pass.
Woo.
Excellent.
Yay!
Good. Get rid of it.
Oh,
We've got many left.
yep.
We're still
Yeah, we've only got rid
Either
of
might
3.
go
Go
with
for
that.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we got-
3 of spades. Ooh, that looks like an interesting.
3 of spades. The wind
Oh,
howls
that's
off in the distance over the dunes, creating a wall of sand. Will a sandstorm hits the team if they continue in the same direction? It is best to look for an alternate route. Group survival check.
Okay, who wants survival bonus? Anyone?
Maybe save it for intelligence.
That was the 3 of spades.
Yes.
I've got a +3.
Okay.
Back to roll on that one. No, it's a nat 20.
Good job.
Is that
Mm.
Yeah.
Jeez. 16.
25.
19.
Pass.
15. Yeah.
Excellent. Next card.
Yeah.
The long desert.
6 of spades.
6 of spades. The wind howls off in the distance over the dunes, creating a wall of sand. Group survival.
Oh God, it's
Okay.
5.
Nat 20.
5.
That's
Hello.
a fail.
Dirty 20. Is it? I thought 3 of us made it.
No.
No.
5,
Very
5, and
fine.
11.
Alright.
Only us did okay.
Yeah, tuck
Next card.
Same one. I think 6 of
Yep.
spades.
Oh, okay.
Spades.
Going around in circles at the moment.
Okay,
Oh,
pass. 19.
23.
Dirty 20.
13.
21.
Pass.
Woohoo!
Next card.
4 spades. 4 hearts.
Joker!
Oh, it's a
Okay.
handoff.
Finally, he's going to turn up.
A small ridge of rock is nearly covered by sand. The top of what appears to be a small stone shrine can be seen poking through the sand at the peak.
Mm.
Can we go investigate
Yeah.
the shrine?
Yeah.
It's a perception check.
Group.
Perception.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a nat 20 for a
Good job.
20. Is that
poor.
26?
We've had just like 20s and ones.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be a,
And most of
That's
the
my
20s have
fourth,
been
and
used.
it's all been on that same dice.
yeah, it's me. Because I've changed dice, I'm good.
There's a partial phrase carved into one of the stones that comprise the crude shrine. Broken Karakesh has been placed within a hidden niche. Can decipher the words that Jafar and Pokra.
Yes.
Okay.
However, the remaining words carved in the stone. My companions to rest, my vengeance will be.
What did you say about something Karakesh or something like that?
A broken Karakesh has been placed within the hidden niche.
Is that the broken? Is that
Yeah,
the
like
container
the-
for snakes?
No, they're the
Canop.
the urns with the they're like the canopic jars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I did
Karakesh.
it.
What do they normally hold?
The
Okay.
Karakesh is also called the hand ribbon or ribbon device.
So-
Multifunctional Goa'uld apparatus.
So there's
Yeah.
one there, is there?
Do you want to take it and
It's
Yeah.
broken by the looks of it.
That's
do you
all
want to
right.
take it anyway? We'll take it and
Yeah.
I'm
do
trying
you
to
want to take
I'm,
care of it later?
I'm excited
Yeah.
by this
try and
science in
fix it.
history.
Mm.
Yeah.
Give it an engineering roll, a science roll to see how it's broken.
Because I've got that
Yeah,
goes
16.
with my
So,
outfit when I'm pretending to be a
Yeah.
Goa'uld.
okay. 20.
I thought we had one.
Okay, 24.
I got the healing device, but not the ribbon device.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
that's
believe
right,
you can fix it with
Mhm.
an engineering roll? But you don't believe it's got too many more uses in it. It's pretty beaten up and broken.
Still.
What were the
cool
words
artifact.
of this thing again?
Which so?
What was the words of it again?
The words. My companions to rest, my vengeance will be.
Companions to
Companions.
rest, my vengeance to be.
Is it
And we're at a
rude?
little stone thing sticking out of a mound.
Yeah.
Unless the 4 people are his companions.
Because there was like 5 of them, and
Yeah.
he wants to kill them all, so he's getting his
Unless-
vengeance back from.
5.
So one of us is him.
And I start the puzzle sideways.
Well,
Which one can I?
shall we try and repair the ribbon device?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
May
of
as
the
well.
uses will be to see if it does anything.
Do you want to try all
What could be
this?
handy later?
Yeah, we might be able to use it.
Try and fix it.
Well, I'll list these to you. So
Yeah, advantage. Got
Okay.
to roll better than that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's better.
That's good. All right. 25.
25, excellent. You do believe you can use it again. You haven't got how long it'll last though.
Still have it.
yeah, better than nothing. Okay, pocket it.
Okay, next card.
But when it from our experience and token knowledge of that,
Mm.
with the ribbon devices, once all the power's been expelled, isn't it a crystal that is in the palm or something? That's where it's getting its power from.
Yeah.
You could replace
You
it.
could replace it.
It's not
Oh.
just the crystal.
Wow.
It's basically the entire thing is barely holding together.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Our old friend is back.
4 of hearts. Thanks, Claire.
So, group.
Keep getting lost in the
Athletic?
third and Junes.
Yeah, bloody athletics.
Oh,
19.
nice. Okay, I like this die.
No, no.
Ah!
All passed.
No,
7.
Oh, okay.
So, majority
Three of
us.
pulled through, and you get past.
Yes. Get rid of that bloody card.
Fourth attempt was that third?
I think
Four.
he was 4.
Yeah, before. Alright, 2 cards to go.
Okay.
2 of hearts.
Two of hearts.
That
A rocky ridge offers a break from the desert sands, though giving permanent footing, it is treacherous across. Group athletics check.
Oh my god. I hate hearts. 17.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
12.
13.
Still.
Last card.
4 of clubs. And it looks like a pie.
4 of clubs.
That might be a
Like very
dessert.
compote, is it?
Yeah, it's like. Sorry.
You need to get the
Go on
translate
and say before you get undulating Junes. Group survival check.
It's mango and like.
10.
Oh, nat 20. I love this.
18.
17.
5.
Oh. Get rid of your dice tonight.
Yeah.
Constitution check. We notice the sun is now setting on the horizon.
7.
Fail.
11.
Pass.
20.
Pass.
7.
Fail.
13.
Pass. Just one level of exhaustion for those that failed.
Well, I will take the level of exhaustion, but I will administer controlled stimulants to my Jaffa friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. On, you approach a rocky ridge and can see smoke rising from behind it. Heading in the direction of the smoke.
And
Yeah.
then walk up towards the edge of the ridge and
Yeah.
just peek over.
Okay.
Just stealth
Pressing
ahead.
a ridge line, the source of the smoke that you have been following finally makes it plain. Ahead is another rocky ridge with 3 cave entrances into it. In front of the leftmost one are several wood and metal racks that have skins draped over them. In front of the rightmost one is a roaring fire with a blackened cauldron hanging above it. In front of the middle one is a hunched over figure wearing clothing made of skins like the ones drying. A crude symbol is staked out in front of the caves on top of a long pole. It resembles a wolf's head atop a crescent over an oval with crossed arrows through it.
Have we
You recognise
seen
it?
that before?
Order success for Jafar and Tok'ra.
Hmm.
It is the symbol of the Kurushnai, a warning to any Goa'uld or Jafar that roughly means turn back.
And that's what we tell you.
I think that means that's where we gotta go.
Heading over to him.
You never listen. Carefully.
Do you guys want to head down? I'll stealth around as far as I can to the opposite side. Maybe. So
Sure. And I will be going nice and obvious saying, "Hi, we're from the Torah."
Can I stay covered and just cover them? In
Sure, you're
case.
staying back at the ridge. You're going around and you're just walking in.
Yeah,
waiting.
maybe like somewhere like
Waiting.
halfway down the ridge or something, I can find some cover or something just to.
Yep.
In case I need to cover them running away.
What's the scientist and engineer doing?
Oh, yeah, gotta go with Chuck. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Walk down the track.
Yeah, I'll go with Chuck, but like
you're
probably
probably less.
Like a little,
yeah,
couple of steps behind
less
him, maybe.
boisterous. Just
Yeah.
like this guy.
That's me, but you know, like he's Tok'ra and I'm Jafari. Might find us a little bit more.
I mean, I'm
If
the
you-
director
if-
too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But see, we can
that's right.
pass.
Yeah, you can pass us. Yeah. Whereas
It's
I
a bit hard.
The
to-
normal, normal human.
haven't got my beanie on. Sorry, it's
Mm.
hot.
Actually, you should be wearing that thing we picked up from that planet, the colourful headscarf thing. Because that was a desert planet. That's what you should be wearing.
Desert garb. Yeah.
With your like combat armor and
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm standing there in the mud. You know, I'm not a giveaway at all.
Probably best that the 2 humans
Because he likes humans.
go down
Mm,
and the 3 of us sort of hang back.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Probably a good, better idea. Make friends and then we'll come down.
Sounds good. Okay. Walking down,
Walking
waving
down.
arms, yelling.
Going, "Hey, we're from the Torah. We come in peace. We have booze."
I think really good stimulants.
Looks like he's looking at the locusts. He has not noticed you or looking.
Nope.
over at you.
Chuck's got to be louder.
Where were the locusts?
Looking at locusts on the ground in front of him.
Oh, okay.
We're in dinner.
Are those locusts crunchy? Cream-filled centers?
It's, as we get closer, figure is a middle-aged, dark-skinned man, bald, with an enormous black beard. At first, when he looks up, there is confusion written all over his face. But after a few moments, it passes, and he breaks into a wide grin. Well, 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 what have we here? Looking back down, he speaks to the colony of the locusts that is in front of him. Terribly sorry, but something far more interesting has arrived. Rising to his feet, the man steps directly on the colony as he comes closer to your team. His eyes are keen now and full of eager excitement, dancing over your team's equipment and weapons, breaking into a little dance. The man tries to touch some of your equipment.
It's a bit
You must be Torai. I've always wondered how long it would take for you to get that gate unburied and reach the stars. I also see why they are concerned about you. I love that about the Tauri. You always find a way to make things more interesting. This is why I have always championed your causes. Tell me, did you come through the gate or by ship?
We came by the gate, sir. May I ask what your name is?
Enki,
Enki.
you have not heard of me?
We have. We did see some mighty nice graffiti about you at a temple just 14 Ks over that way.
Lots
That
of
was
cards
built for
back.
me.
Built for you.
Why?
What way? Yeah, why?
Because the Goa'uld hate me.
Yeah,
That's not obvious.
we gathered that. No, we gathered that much.
We kind of hate the gold too.
So I'm not surprised.
They're just like so annoying. It's like bummed over.
Now, we've already defeated Ra. I believe you didn't like him very much.
Really? That's interesting. You defeated the god.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
it was
you
SG1.
chuck.
It wasn't us, but it was, other.
It was my poker buddies. So
It was humanity.
Yes, human.
Interesting indeed. So what brings you here?
we're here seeking a meeting with you. Would you like to come back to our base and have a bit of discussion about how we may work together to kick more Goa'uld butt?
Possibly.
Not trust.
I am a prisoner here. You know that.
Yeah, we know that, and we came here and we had a little problem with the shield that popped up after we got here.
But
Do
we
you know
figured
anything
that
about
out
these
later.
shield things?
Yes, that field is a nuisance. It was not enough for Ra to lock the door, now he must uncover it entirely. I assume it was your people that drove the red cats from the temple?
Yeah, they had a bit of an accident with some red cats. What was that about?
Oh, they moved in there. But you have my thanks for that. They're not there anymore. He abruptly stops and looks up at the sun that's setting. No sense in talking out here. Come, let us eat around the fire.
Terrific. Is there something besides locust on the menu?
Oh, I don't need the locusts. No. Cats, mainly.
Cats, yum.
Break out some MREs.
He tries to usher you inside the middle cave, which looks quite furnished as a living area from the outside. Are you guys heading?
Well, before I head in, we got a couple of friends that I think should join us.
Tauri.
They're allies. We have been exploring the galaxy, trying to build up as many allies as we can.
Really? You have gone far.
We have. Guys, you want to come out, introduce yourselves?
Big reveal.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
head down.
Jabbar.
Yeah.
Allies, you say?
Yeah, mighty Jafar warriors. They're awful helpful.
Please, come in. Eat. Okay.
Yeah.
Heading in, most of the area is furnished in a living area. Most of the furniture there has been fashioned out of rock walls or from what appears to be scraps of metal, and there's a laboratory engraved by skill, great lengths of time or both. On a long, low table, there are enough small loaves of hard bread for each of you and Enki, and a plate of dried meat under a loose cloth. The man gets on the table, stops, turns and counts the group, and then hands everyone a loaf of bread and passes the plate of meat around.
How do you make bread out here? Bone bread?
Yeah.
Are you guys whispering to each other?
Yeah.
Hey, Enki, how you make your bread?
I grow the wheat here in the cave myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So boring.
Took the fun out of it.
Right.
I was
Sure.
expecting them.
Can I have an insight check into his sanity?
Yep.
I roll it
Try.
in. That's where's insight? Oh, that's 21.
21? Okay. You believe he's mostly sane from what you can tell so far?
Can I test if he's lying to us about anything?
Yes. Give me another insight.
Okay, I get advantage on insight to discern lies. So, oh, they're both 18. Insight, so 22.
Okay, so from what you can tell, he has not lied once. Nothing sinister about what he's offering, and he's just trying to be a generous host.
Oh, awesome. Great, fab.
So how long
Like
have
it.
you been here? Do you think?
Thousands of years? I don't know. It's been a very long time.
Got a nice lab set up here. What you been working on?
Yes, Ra. It's been making things for him recently.
Ra's been dead for a while.
Supposedly, as I've been told, yeah.
Who has been giving you these instructions?
Ra.
Or do you mean recently,
How
like, the
did he
last...
give you instructions?
Huh?
Sorry.
No,
both of
go
them.
with that question.
That one's important too.
How recently do you mean?
He was here just a few weeks ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Right. Great.
Does Ra himself come?
No.
A messenger
Projection. Through the gate.
of Ra.
Hmm.
Why are you...
Who's pretending to be Ra?
But also...
How are they
Is it
projecting?
with wet?
such thing?
Like
What?
they do that.
Oh, okay.
What
He's-
projects have you been working on for Ra?
Enhancing Goa'uld technology. To be honest, I have not made much progress.
And why are you working on this?
It's Ra as commanded.
Oh, yeah, true.
Why are you doing what Ra commands? I thought you didn't like him.
Well, I'm extremely bored here. I've been here a very long time.
Do you want us to bring you some, like, arts and crafts or something?
Is it only
Maybe that's
Ra
probably better.
that has asked you to do stuff?
Sorry?
Is it only Ra that has asked
Just
you?
Ra. His image appears and commands me. Honestly, he's offering me amnesty if I serve him again. Horus guards, bearing his mark, bring supplies and word of Anubis' return. Ra is a tyrant, and Anubis is death to all.
So now that we've told you that Ra is dead, how do you feel about this? He's been dead for quite a while.
Not sure what to believe yet. I've only just met you. But I've seen Ra come through. Maybe I've seen for yourself. He is due for more supplies very shortly.
Hmm.
What if it's one of the other system lords posing as Ra? Because Ra and Enki had that thing,
Falling out, yeah.
and knowing that Enki will do whatever Ra says,
Mm.
so it's one of the other systems lords. I don't either that or it's Anubis, because Anubis is acting on his own.
Yeah. How long has he been asking you to work on this stuff?
Months? Wow.
So
Yeah,
since
wow.
Ra's been dead?
Oh,
Ra's
yeah.
been dead for 6 years, 7 years.
Mm.
Time is weird on this planet. Days are very long.
Yes.
So, how long?
I've counted 20 hours.
Okay.
20-hour days.
8-hour nights.
Okay. So, okay,
Yeah.
so not like long, not like...
Way out from ours.
Yeah.
So this is where the picture that Sean sent us comes into play.
Yeah.
Of someone coming
Came
through the gate.
with the head dress on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we blow them up.
Do
With our
you
paintballs that are
know
sitting there.
much about a minor system lord called Wepawet?
I know of Weapawet, yes.
And because Wepawet's a bit of a thorn in our side at the moment. If we can get you off this planet, would you be able to help us defeat Wepawet?
Okay, so we're moving into a convinced encounter. You have to use your
Moxie.
Can someone else use someone else who actually has Moxie?
I was going to say, I'm minus Moxie.
Yeah, I'm 0.
I'm +3.
I'm
That means
zero.
I'm -0.
So
You're +4.
Yeah.
how the Moxie works, you got to try and convince him.
I thought
And
you would have had Moxie.
saying various things will bring
Ambassador.
down the
No, because
what you need, the threshold to make it go over as such. Saying different
as a
things
freedom
and
fighter,
rolling good as well, and using your Moxie.
And we
a
have
freedom
to,
fighter,
yeah,
disadvantage on Moxie
wager our
checks,
Moxie,
but I get
yeah.
advantage on all.
Or no,
initiative.
it's wager determination points.
So that's why whenever I
Yeah.
roll,
You'd roll
So that's
I roll
separate
two
initiative,
dice.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm always
this is
up
just
the
a
top of the
Moxie,
initiative order.
Yes.
That's not cool.
Okay, so you and I have Moxie.
Yeah.
You have +4 and I have +3.
Oh, no one else has it? It's just.
Well,
I've got 0.
Yeah, I got 0.
Okay.
So I don't know if that you got to wager it, don't you?
Is it wagering?
Yeah, you say how
Yeah.
many.
Yeah, like you wager 1, but if you win, you get to keep it, don't you?
Yeah,
no, that's determination points, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh.
Because I thought the same thing.
Yeah, I thought that was.
But-
I thought Moxie works
I-
the same.
You
Yeah.
do wager determination points.
As part of the, but you don't wager your Mox. Like, yeah.
Oh, you see, you spend Moxie, but you wager. Okay.
No, you're not spending the Moxie.
You just,
I think, isn't it just like it's a
Honestly,
Okay.
it's always confused me.
right?
Anton, are you finding
Like a
anything?
Moxie check?
Yeah, I'm reading
Yeah,
about
but-
the thing. So, so you can, like, in the beginning, you use initiative and Moxie to determine the order of turns during an encounter.
So is Moxie
So Moxie's just like,
initiative, but for a social encounter?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah.
only point of Moxie, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the
And
thing is actual.
determination
Yeah.
points
Yeah, so
actually use that Moxie.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we can all use. Yeah, that makes sense.
you
Yeah,
might
so-
have an initiative bonus of +3, but you might have Moxie of 4.
Yeah.
So you go up 1 in initiative, and you can use a Moxie check. Uses your choice of either intelligence or charisma check.
Yeah, that's why mine's.
The intelligence.
If a Moxie check is called for.
Oh wait, so does that mean that?
It's-
Oh no.
So you could use your
25.
skill. You could so with Claire's +4, and it's intelligence or wisdom, isn't it?
Yeah, so.
Or, intelligence or charisma.
Is
So-
your Moxie, isn't it?
So I picked the highest.
Yeah.
It's your intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, there's probably no need to give you the intelligence one. So, but you should be the one that's trying to convince it.
I don't know that it makes that much difference.
It's
Well,
just
so it's
different.
not with everyone.
But
though.
but
Yeah,
you've
actually.
got the highest intelligence and you've got a decent charisma as well.
Yeah, but
But it's going to be
that is
You
persuasion.
do
what-
the persuasion.
yeah, but we roll like initiative, but we add our Moxie bonuses. So chances are that Claire has a pretty good shot of being the first one to try and convince him because
Yeah, but you can agree that one person's
with
going to do it
initiative,
because
yeah.
we're not doing it. It's not like we're
Group 1.
trying to compete against each other to convince this guy.
yeah.
What I'm saying is Claire should probably use
Okay, so you're just
Her-
saying that we can
her determination
Um,
points, and because you've got the highest charisma, I think,
is
of all of us.
this
Yeah.
considered
Plus
first
one.
contact
I got a charisma of 9 with a
Well,
with
Chuck,
him?
what's your
With him?
charisma? Oh,
Well, it just
your-
says
yeah.
first contact.
I'm assuming first contact's probably with a race or something like that, or.
It's the race of him.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's right. It's his sister-in-law, right?
It's
I've never met
Technically, you've already met it, Goa'uld.
what? No, I haven't.
I have memory loss. I've never met him.
Yeah, I have my
What's the
trauma
name?
from the last.
Yeah, that's right.
Admission.
And watch your memory.
I don't know what's. Who are you guys?
this
Okay.
guy
And also Weapaware.
and Weapaware. We've met many gold.
No, I haven't. This is first contact because I haven't used this before.
Well, this
I
is the
get
first time
advantage.
you've contacted him.
Yeah, And I get advantage on all persuasion and deception checks made during first contact. Dude hasn't been contacted in
Thousands of
ages
years.
You're
by
not first contact.
Oh, I think
by
it-
me. I don't know. Okay, is there an astronomical device?
What's your persuasion?
Always +1. Oh no, +4.
Yeah,
Persuasion.
I think you're the best one to do it.
Yeah.
Like you've got the charisma and the persuasion
I don't know. Is okay.
because all of us are either 0 or negative.
I'm not.
You've got
You can
+1
have
as
to,
well.
and it's so strange for you being
Oh.
like an ambassador type.
But I'm
But
not.
that's just him
That's
IRL as a person.
No, but like that's the sort of
Yeah,
character
but
that he was developing there. So
that's my cover.
yeah,
My
it doesn't mean your
cover.
cover.
Mm.
You think you'd be
Okay.
better at it than
You try
I
and
know.
if
You're
you
not.
can't, then
you're a
I.
bad ambassador.
Yeah,
You're about
it's really
fake
bad
ambassador.
That's right.
Yeah, like
You're right.
tag team it.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we have it? Can
Good
we
cop,
have
bad
a
cop.
2 on? Yeah, we have a like
You
Rest
can
of
get
And
it
I'll
out
be
on that.
even worse cop.
yeah, like we'll say
And I'll be just get in there and I'll
Should be able to, yeah.
okay, cool. So we can
like
like
hit him over the head with the march.
join our determination.
You'd want to, before doing any sort of rolls, you want to bring the threshold down. That's by
Yeah.
convincing him by saying certain things. That will assist with that.
Okay,
Bring
so
that down first before rolling, otherwise it's just impossible to roll.
so let's just not because
Well, we know that he likes to help.
He said that one of his main reasons for helping Ra was A, he's bored, and B, he wants amnesty.
oh, he said eight, he's bald.
Well, he is
Bald. So he wants to help Ra.
Bald guys, stick
Oh,
together.
we can offer him a new adventure and something he hasn't done before,
Yeah,
and we can offer him the amnesty.
Can we
In a
tell
hat.
him? Yeah, exactly. Can we
And we all have really
All
good.
the hats that have ever been invented by humanity.
Yeah, exactly. And a wig if he wants one. A toupee.
Yeah.
Really
good barbers.
When will he wear wigs
When
again?
will you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? Okay, so our main point is wigs. Okay, our second point.
Maybe what you should do is the other thing we know is he's protecting this woman. If we talk to him a bit about this woman,
Yeah, we can bring up the mural and
Okay,
say,
our
we
first
know-
point
and
is
after that,
wigs.
the full
Our
body
second
people.
point is women.
because then that might be.
That's the going on.
Booze and
Women
gambling,
is
come on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Woos.
But-
Third point is woos.
So I'll ask him that
Should we ask about
on the
Nurgle?
murals there was
Yeah.
it depicted that you were protecting a woman from.
I have no information on that.
Okay.
Does he know in the mural who the 4 people are?
It's probably no.
There's no information about that either.
And does he know who Nurgle is?
And who Nurgle is.
Is there any information about his desire for hair?
No.
We noticed in the mural you were not bald.
Actually, did the mural show him with or without hair?
It's the idolized version of himself.
Yes, it's torture. That's why he couldn't bear to stay in the temple.
There's nothing here, no.
Nothing about the woman.
Also, who is Eris Kajal
Of information?
from the sheet?
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't explain anything
Oh, really?
about that stuff.
Why? Why is it written then?
Then why is it? Yeah, why is it of?
And why are they
No.
named?
Nurg and Erishkigal are actually gods. 'Cause I
In-
did a quick Google before.
Ah,
Okay.
I can't remember which religion.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably Sumerian, because that's the room they were in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them's like terrible mountain god or something like that. Is Nurgle is terrible mountain god.
Okay.
Such a funny name.
Nurgle. Yeah, there's been some funny names. Okay,
Alright.
so
So we can't
you
use
get in
that
there and
angle.
convince him not to be bald.
well, so far I've got 1 wigs, 2 women, and
So,
we can call
firstly-
women.
Who ate the food?
Oh, we all like
Uh,
good.
I probably would have eaten it.
yeah,
There's no way
yeah.
I would beat it. Sorry,
given
I don't trust system laws as it is.
Well,
given the Tok'ra high tolerance for poisons and
He
things
also
like
wasn't
that.
lying to us, and he
I
said
would have
that,
eaten it.
and he said have
Yeah, but
the
he's
food.
probably developed an immunity to it.
And
And Chuck ate it because his mom said it's rude to say no.
and the experiences that we have had in Haven, especially with
Yeah, we just eat
foreign
stuff that's given to
food
us.
and stuff like, but also knowing that that is what
Well-
most races bond over
We
is a
didn't
shared
know
meal.
what.
Yes, definitely eating
Yeah.
the
Thanks.
food.
Except for one person.
Yeah.
Constitution save for everyone else.
20.
Oh, 18.
Pass.
13.
Pass.
6.
Fail.
You'll be okay.
But I'm relying on my. Oh, I get another one because I'm token. Don't worry. 7.
So you're just sick. You throw it back up a bit.
Ah.
What a nice good kitty cat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
sure.
your liking.
I apologise.
I actually think I said I
I-
wouldn't eat it.
The sun has given me a bit of sunstroke, probably.
Let's see. Water. Drink.
Thank you. I'll drink some water.
Maybe just have some of our
And I'll give
plain
you a
rations.
max lime just to ease the stuff.
That's very helpful. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Thank you for the delicious food. We really appreciate it. And you as a person.
Of course.
Do you feel anything change in your emotions?
Just say,
You
you
don't
know.
understand the point.
Sorry.
You look, you
do you-
just got to approach him like,
if we had the
Like-
means
Well, he wants
to
help. That's
yeah,
rescue you from this planet,
He wants to be made use.
would you leave?
he could
Yes.
afford.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
And
you've helped humans in the past.
if
You know, come use your skills and use
if we could get you off this planet,
Yeah.
what would your terms be for our aid?
Mm.
What would you ask of us if we were to get you off this planet?
I'm not sure if I even want you.
Oh. Okay.
No, we've got to convince him that we can give him something to do, and it's to and to offer him the amnesty. He wants amnesty, and he wants.
Do you
want
want to make something of your, like? Do you want to, do something with your life?
again?
Of
Defeat the
course.
system.
Like,
rules,
You're trying to help
you know?
Ra
And-
because
and
he's
we are
telling
powerful
you
enough
to.
now that we
Clearly,
can
you know
protect you from the
want to
system
do
rules.
stuff.
That's what he wants to hear.
So you should.
I'm also I'm really like using my character sheet today. My ideals, I'm like aspirational, I'm all about self-improvement, etc., etc. So I feel like I could probably appeal to him by being like, there's so much that you can do on Earth, like you can contribute to our work with the Phoenix SG stuff.
Yeah.
If your understandings of the history of the system lords is something that's really invaluable to us to work and research and get the information that we need from you to be able to achieve we need your help.
We have a very interesting project going on where we're working on this stuff called Tritonin that it replaced the immune system of a Jaffa who no longer has one of your little snake fellas inside his tummy.
Daddy Dum Dum.
Would working on a project like that interest you?
It is who I am.
What is who you are?
The little worm thing is.
No. I mean working on the science of developing this chemical. You'd be more than welcome to keep your little snake buddy.
if you could continue your fight against the other system lords and the tyranny that they bring upon all races, and have at your disposal the combined allies of the Jafar, Free Jafar, the Tok'ra, the Tal'ri, the Alturan, the
Yeah.
The lizard guys.
Oh, yeah, the lizard dudes.
Yeah.
Let's bond with him over not knowing
And
that.
we can offer you that, as well as we can protect you and hide you from the other system lords so that you could continue to work, because obviously work is your passion. But secondary to that, you would be helping us to defeat the tyranny that has enslaved the Tauri for millennia on not just one planet, but many planets. As you've surmised, the Tauri have now expanded out into the cosmos, and we've encountered many other races and ancient artifacts. And I don't know if you've heard of the Asgard. You probably have.
That's we have.
The Asgard are one of our, well, they're our allies now. We fight for them, they fight for us. And I know that at one time the Goa'uld feared them. And if you were to help us, we could help you get out of here.
It's also a lot cooler on Earth, a lot less lava. So,
I quite like it here.
okay, never mind. Global warming
Temperature.
is also happening. So,
There's plenty of spots that are as warm as this though.
yeah,
I see.
go live it.
So you're all allied against the movers.
Yes. Not just Anubis, but
All system lords.
all the system lords.
I see, that is good news.
We hope that all races of the universe will be able to self-govern themselves and live in harmony. Does that sound like a good idea to you?
It does.
Nice shiny head. Shame if we slapped a wig on it. I can't think of anything else that he wants.
Well, as someone who has been enslaved by the Goa'uld, you know, we work with our allies to fight against them, to free people, and you yourself are a prisoner here. You know, we can offer you the amnesty that you need to feel safe, and you know, you have in the past helped the Tauri to better themselves as a people, and you can use your skills again to do that and to help us become more prevalent in the universe.
I know in ancient times that in the Garden of Eden you helped people out by giving us the apple. That you were once punished and have your heart eaten out as
Your
your liver eaten out. That you once helped the Tauri rebel against all the Goa'uld. You remember all these great things that you did?
I do.
Want to do more?
Would you like to continue that mission?
Alright. If that's everything, you can give us a group roll since it was a group effort. By the looks.
Okay, yeah. A group roll.
What are we doing? Persuasion?
That's persuasion.
Can we put determination points into this?
Ooh.
17.
21.
7.
Oh, 13.
19.
Excellent. Okay. That's a pass.
What an effort. That'll again.
Did anything we say give us any bonuses?
Like 2 of them. 3 of them.
What about
Weeks? Yes. No? Okay.
It would be worth trying again to see how the Tauri have grown up. Let me see what I have that might help. Okay.
Thanks. That's 1 star, I guess.
Starting to load up a hovering sled with a selection of equipment. like.
It's got hover technology. That'd be handy.
Sorry, what were your names? I did not catch your names.
I'm Chuck. Chuck Wood.
Wow.
So I'll introduce myself first as Ulfric, and then as Einar of the Tok'ra.
Gonna rock.
Claire Connors.
Okay. Chuck.
Chuck.
Yep, that's my
Chuck has
name.
been mentioned.
And he hands you a piece of rope that's attached to the sled. Can you carry this?
Yeah, I'll drag this sled.
Can I have a look at that weapon on your back?
The flamethrower.
That's what it is. That looks interesting.
It's awful fun.
Hmm.
We were hoping to use it for locusts and stuff.
Let's see. Can I carry it while you're pulling the sled?
Well, I'll let you carry it, but you gotta promise not to flame anybody. It's really hurty if you flame people.
Try it on the cats, though. They come.
Well, we prefer just to shoot the cats. We're kind of hoping that this would be helpful for the locusts if they come out.
I see. You mind if I study it at least while we walk?
Please feel free. This technology has been around on Tari for a long time.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'm just gonna casually start sticking my shaft down at him and walking a few paces behind.
Is there
Okay.
Yeah, just watch it.
Have you attempted to domesticate the cat in any way?
Have, yes, failed many occasions. The locusts, though, I have a colony that I control myself.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Good for you.
So there's a colony at the temple.
A rival colony.
Ah, so when you get there, are they going to attack you?
No.
Okay.
They should leave us alone if we leave them.
Okay. And so if we run into these cats, what's your advice? What should we do? I mean,
Yeah, that Martox don't stop him.
should we have
I mean, he's with us.
yeah, we have the ability to
Yeah, how do you kill them? How does he kill them?
stun them or put them to sleep
zap
rather
them.
than killing them.
No, well, Martox don't damage him.
Or was that the
No.
locusts? I think.
No, I thought they said multiple shots of the Martok didn't hurt them.
Oh, on the...
Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong in that mission brief, but
Yeah, I thought that was.
I
the
think
case.
it's the staff weapons. They weren't effective on the locusts.
is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So with the cats, like
So the
If
staff
we were
weapons
to-
can hurt the cat, but not the locust.
if we were to use the stun darts on them, put them to sleep, is that a better option than trying to kill them?
Sure, if you don't want to kill them.
It's alright. Because the Martok might bring him down anyway.
They make a nice meal. You ate it just before.
Yeah, no, you got sick.
But I didn't.
We might not even.
You might have didn't count of them.
But I'm just thinking if we do, and he knows what the best strategy of attack
Yeah, how's he
is.
been hunting them? How do you kill the cats?
Nice.
Right,
Cool.
get right in there. Okay.
Chuck pulls out some knives.
No, you're carrying his stuff.
You're pulling-
I'm pulling the sled.
Okay.
With his knives.
We should head. Ra was due to check in very shortly.
Is there a quicker way than what we took to get here?
Probably. I don't know.
In a very
It took
roundabout.
us a long time, couple of days.
We should be there in about 8 hours.
It's like
Oh,
lychee,
Okay.
witchy.
Okay, so I've got the hovering sled. Moving.
Is there anything else he wants to bring with him in case he doesn't get to come back here?
Can we see what's on the sled?
No. You can take some of the skins if you'd like. I was using them as clothing and bedding. I'm sure you have better things back on the homeworld.
Yes. we do.
Mhm.
So can we see what's on the sled?
Yes.
He's been putting them on his head.
You'll get to look at the sled later.
Okay.
Nothing usable for now. Right, heading back.
Will it go faster if I help Chuck?
Chuck's strong. He can do it.
I'll push from behind.
while you're walking back, he it's like, how goes your fight against the Goa'uld?
Not good. At the recently, our base of operations was destroyed by Anubis, and we lost a lot of Tok'ra in the bombardment of the planet. Not many escaped, and we don't really have the capacity anymore to create more Tok'ra. We don't have any more symbiotes, so our numbers are in significant decline, and that's why it's now more important than ever that we ally ourselves with other races who share a common interest.
Ah, good.
I'm sad.
How was Ra killed?
Mm.
Big old bomb.
It's
Right up
His
his
ship,
clacker.
ship was blown up.
Clacker.
A bomb. You blew up his ship.
Yes.
We have this, well, the Tauri have this technology called nuclear weapons.
Nuclear, you say?
Yeah, not as powerful as the
Naquadah.
Naquadah, but the yield is
Humanity
About-
have split the atom.
10th, I think it is, about a 10th.
See, I would like to see these nuclear.
Yeah, you can have the codes. Do what you want.
But
If he comes with us, he
It's-
can have that opportunity.
the technology isn't
Well,
also
yeah.
isn't only for weapons, though, as Chuck will tell you. It's also used in medicine to treat
Mm.
some aggressive Tauri diseases.
Mm.
What else is it used for?
Also, medical diagnosis.
Mm.
Have you ever worked with the whatever these snakeheads are? Tok'ra.
Yeah.
Keep saying snakeheads.
No, I have not had the pleasure yet.
Oh, okay. I thought that was part of it.
My voice is about to go. Give me that voice. All right. So the hours passed, and you arrive back at the temple. And yes, it was without incident. You didn't get lost. You didn't get stuck at any of the things.
Great. We didn't have to do.
Didn't do the 4
I
hours.
do love the cards though. It's a fun dynamic.
Okay. You enter the gate room.
So
Everything was as it was left.
Okay.
that's what I was going to ask.
Cool. Chuck's bomb is still there at the
You can still see it.
Yes, it's still present. Okay.
So what's the procedure that normally happens
Procedure.
of what happens here? Okay, so the gate's opening
We
now.
just got here in time.
Yes.
Wow, what great timing.
Typically, Ra will appear and his
Should we hide?
subordinates
I
will
think
bring
we probably
supplies
should.
through.
Yeah, I
All right.
Okay,
We should be
we're
hiding.
We run. We hide.
So get Fred out of there.
Yeah.
Leave our claymores where they are.
So it was already happened.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, okay.
so standing tall and strong in his distinctive bearer's
Yeah,
mask,
of me.
Ra surveys the room with a haughty air, settling his gaze upon all of you. Your kind have cost me much, but no longer. My Jafar will arrive in due time. Your bodies will be broken, and Enki will continue to be my slave. In the span I have graciously given you, reflect on your misdeeds against your one true God. His gaze then falls upon Enki, and Ra openly snarls with anger at the renegade Goa'uld. And then you and I will have a very detailed discussion about loyalty. The holographic image abruptly ceases, the Stargate powers off, and the force field is immediately re-established.
Have the person talking, have we ever heard that voice before?
Would we have seen the video footage of Ra
It was a perception roll.
from when SG1 had him?
You probably would have.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
It's a 22.
25.
There you go.
As you notice, this is immediately not Ra, but someone else imitating Ra, though they are indeed wearing Ra's clothing and mask.
Wouldn't be hard to recreate that though, surely.
Or even because he was on many planets.
Mm.
So let's get ready for these Jafar coming through.
So the gate opens, and you hear a crackle on the radio.
Oh.
Phoenix Team 1, come in.
Hey, Laura, how are you doing?
We have recalled all teams, and we are keeping the gate open.
Look, we've just been visited by someone imitating Ra, claiming here and getting Enki to do some research. We have found Enki. He is old and a bit weird. We're talking about him for coming back and help us out with some stuff. So have all your people ready to have a nice conversation if we can get through this field and get back. Is there any way you guys can help us?
Well, we've called in some favors. The Tok'ra have a ship about a week away. That is the quickest they can come. I wish I could send you additional teams to support you, but given the unhospitable environment and unknown forces on their way, I am not authorized to send additional Phoenix team members. If you are unable to bring this force field down before these Ra impersonator arrives, I'm sending additional supplies through to reinforce your position. We'll also keep the wormhole established so this Ra fellow... My voice is going, sorry.
You can just do your normal voice.
Ra fellow can't send Jafar through, and so you can work with the Dr. Berg's team getting the force field down. Our gate operator Danos has a slick new dialing program that will lessen the delay and will redial every 38 minutes. General Lawyer pauses for a moment and sighs. I truly hate to leave you in this situation. You'll all have our wishes and support. Give him hell, Phoenix team.
Nice.
Thanks, General Lawyer. Any chance you can put some RPGs on the next
And some grenades, please.
supply trip? And more grenades? Yeah, more grenades.
We'll get it organised immediately.
Thank you.
Can anyone else smell burning?
Probably
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Enki speaks up. Reinforcing this position won't do any good. You have blocked Ra from sending his Jafar through the Stargate. He will bring many troops with it, Al-Kesh. It may destroy the temple. If he thinks he won't be able to catch me, oh yes, Ra would want to keep me alive. Well, you not so much. Shrugs. At least that is what I would do. If you cannot get the shield down, I do not think there is any way we can hide.
Maybe
Okay.
he can help
It's
us with
time
the
to
ship.
use
You
the
can
ring thing to try and pick the shield. Because we got the like
The ribbon.
device. That's it.
Yeah, but it's more of a weapon than a.
Well, engineer, could it
Although,
help us at all?
Yes, engineer. Yes, that's right.
although,
Deferring to you.
Can he help us at all?
because they
Yeah, I
the
thought-
ribbon
take the-
acts as a personal shield as well as
that's what's new.
to
I want. Could you like, I don't know, use kind of weird engineering, because if you can make like a weird shield with the ribbon, can you get that to like interact with the shield and kind of cancel each other out?
Maybe use it as a control.
yeah.
So you hear a crackle over the radio. It's like, Phoenix Team 1, we're sending supplies through.
So
Great,
so
thank you.
they've had no luck at their end.
Are the supplies going to get to us with the
With-
shield?
Yeah, like can the supplies get out of the shield?
The shield comes down when the gate's been activated from the outside.
Oh.
We just can't activate it from
Oh.
outside.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Wait. Is there a? This is.
Can
a
we
bit
then
dumb.
stand?
Can we
in
like
the-
stand
Oh,
to the
there's another gate
side?
coming through.
What?
Oh.
So like we can't stand in front of the gate when it opens. Could we like stand to the side where it won't?
But it's
Yeah,
one.
but then-
It's one way. So if it
Yeah.
gets
Yeah,
open,
but
it's
if we can get someone inside, and then maybe they can reach the machinery.
oh,
Let's
the,
go.
Do you
you
get
think
what I
the
mean?
shield,
Oh, hang on a
around the
minute.
box.
Wait, hang on a
Is-
minute. If the shield is down now, because the gates are on,
Mm-hmm.
Is the shield
the
down
shield
on the
box?
on the box?
Going to check it?
Yes,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
it's on. It's got a shield still.
Yes.
Okay, so we
Oh.
need to work out. Okay, can we ask him if
How-
he knows anything about the box?
Can he pry it off the shield or something? Off the Stargate.
Is there something in the walls of one of the rooms that's gonna like deactivate it? Like maybe we should look in the rubble in that bottom right.
What's the 4 people about?
Yeah.
Keep sticking on it. What's that
I
about?
know.
It's a cookie for later.
You hear it's more static, and Dr. Berg's on the line. He's like, I have some friends here that will be able to assist you in your situation that you have. Dr. Riffington Barron, a specialist in force field technology, and Major Jared Bell, who was once an Air Force explosive ordnance disposal technician. They're both here on hand to guide you through this.
Fantastic. What do we have to do? What can Chuck and I throw at this thing to blow it up?
All right, roll for initiative.
What?
Just so you, nothing. Yeah, just so I can get a time.
Okay. 13.
17.
Dirty 20.
21.
16.
Sorry, Chuck was
17.
Rue.
Dirty 20.
Should know your characters' names. Where have they gone?
Rula?
Rulal?
Yeah, 21.
It's not Izandial, is it?
Gonna rock.
Connor.
No,
Yeah,
because that's
Discord,
your yeah.
name.
all your names are gone.
So
All
it's
three.
16 for all three.
All right. Rulal is first. Connor.
I'll never forget Chuck.
When it's just Chuck, it's easy.
Yeah.
Chuck, Ulfric, and Claire. Okay, Rulal first.
Have the 2 experts said anything yet?
Not yet, no. You can talk to them, though.
Okay.
The
Can I-
line's open.
Yeah, can I talk to them and let them know everything we know about the force field and the explosions and all that?
Mm-hmm.
And
And
s-
ask them what they advise us to do.
yeah.
Okay. So, Dr. Berg speaks up. He's like, they say you gotta nullify the plasma coupling first. Now, they seem to be conflicted about which way they want to go about that. There is 2 ways to do this. One seems like a quick and dirty way. One seems like a slow way that's going to work, but it's your decision in the end and what's happening there. Engineering or a science role. That's what it comes down to,
Sure.
Okay.
I'll do engineering.
which is the quick and dirty way.
That's what I would do though. 16.
That's a pass. The sound of the plasma moving through the coupling lessons. Lessons?
Wait,
Oh, lessons.
Yep. No.
Okay. That's the first part. First check done. Passed. Okay, Gonorok. So you doing?
No bloody idea. I don't do engineering.
You did before.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yes, would you like me to blow anything up yet?
You hear some static over the radio. From
Bell.
not Bell.
No.
No. Oh God, what's my brain? I'm getting tired.
It's okay.
It's a jet lag.
You mentioned bloody New Zealand.
The main guy that's in charge.
Lawyer,
It was 2
general
hours.
lawyer.
General lawyer. It's like, the weapons are sent through. We've also sent through 6 claymore mines, 6 collapsible steel barriers. Each is 1 meter tall, 1 meter long, and half a meter wide. Should provide some protection.
I'm going to go set them up close to the DHD
Mm.
to keep the DHD safe, and so we can get good shots at the gate as people come out, like a that thing, the funnel thing.
Orange
Yeah.
field.
Thank you. And I'm going to go and go. My grenade!
Oh, my grenades are back. Okay.
They're mine. And you guys can have the
Got
plate.
concrete barrier.
Like a
So around the DHD like this.
Yeah, like a U shape, yeah, sort of around the DHD so we can protect ourselves and the DHD from being shot at, because knowing our luck, they'll shoot the DHD and we won't be able to bloody dial home anyway.
They provide 3/4 cover.
There you go.
Nice.
So,
So-
the wells at the back here. Yeah. Chuck's underneath the cement barrier.
So probably
Dropped it on
like,
ya. Sorry, Jack.
you know, this, did you say 2 or 3?
I just got that there for detection, but
So yeah, like you
Yeah,
know,
like it's it goes
Like
around.
yeah,
that.
it goes fully around.
Yeah. So you can everyone can hide behind it and shoot from it. And...
Yep. Okay, Chuck.
Well, I'm going to go around to the box and say, what you've done is done a little bit, but I can still see a force field around this thing. What can we do next?
Come on, chubby chubby.
So you're over the intercoms?
Yep.
Okay. So Chuck's gone around the back to help with the force field.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So they're saying you got to redirect the energy core grid. Engineering or science roll.
Okay, science it is. 60.
The grid no longer has power flowing through it. All that is needed now is to remove the Goa'uld control crystal in the next check.
Okay,
You're cheeky.
I can do that. Well, it's your first, I think.
I don't know.
It is Ulfric.
All right, so I'm not going to do that.
We
There's a
do
lot
have
more
a bunch
claymores
of
in.
mines if we felt like
Yeah, go
doing
and swap
that.
some more mines or something.
Well, what I was going to do is
6.
climb the rubble in the southeast corner
Yeah.
so that I've got a view outside.
Oh, to see if they come by ship.
Yeah, because I think we need someone
Oh.
Right
watching.
here. So climb into here.
So I can see into the room if something happens, and I can
Mm.
see outside
Yeah.
if something happens.
Did you want to set up some claymores there to help support yourself?
Yeah, so I'm going to set up some. Well, I don't have time to do that yet, but I will. I'll do that for now
All right.
because it'll take a bit of time to climb up.
I'll go and go around and get on the intercom and do what they need to do.
Okay. All you need to do now is carefully remove the Goa'uld control crystal. Or you could just try and do it dirty and rough, as someone else is saying here, but just pull it out forcefully. It's your choice.
I will carefully remove it.
It'll be a
Please.
sleight of hand check.
Shit.
Damn.
You gotta pull it out.
What's the alternative?
Engineering.
Do it rough and dirty.
Okay, I'm gonna rough and dirty. I'm
Get
getting
that
change.
wrench
Oh,
in there.
whoops! Change my mind. Okay. Oh, 24.
24. Which one was that?
Engineering.
It's engineering. Okay, so you just pull it out as quick as you could. The force field turns off with a loud snapping sound.
Oh, quick, go dial.
Okay.
Well, but they have to. You have to tell them to close off the wormhole.
You would keep it open until we're ready to dial.
Oh, have we received this speedy dialing thing from the other?
We came with that equipment, but it's the DHD was
That was
repaired.
them saying they can redial very
Oh, sorry.
quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
you
came with
can,
a
you can speed dial
bypass.
though.
Yeah, I can, as a general, I can just dial pretty fast.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can in half the time.
Yeah.
Less than
like
within a round rather than
The first
a whole.
round done, and you've successfully taken down the horse.
Wasn't expecting that.
yeah, because 1 round
Okay,
per your engagement, and I start with.
You do, since you set yourself up in that corner, you do see an Alkesh moving in very fast.
Okay.
From which direction? Doesn't matter.
From the sky,
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
and it's coming into the courtyard area.
Oh my
That
god.
quick?
Mm.
Mm. Well, he has to. We've just gone through it in 1 round. He's got to speed things up.
It hasn't dropped anything off yet. That's
No.
where it's headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There is a
In other
bomb
words, it's
set.
going to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, there's a bomb.
There is a
Let-
bomb.
let
does
all
it
the
look like
locusts-
it's going
piss
to
off the
land there?
locusts.
Yeah.
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 Piss off the
So
locusts and get them up.
I've got the thing for the C4 on
Yeah.
the canister.
Okay. Roll
So
So
once
isn't
it's-
going to spray the bug spray as well, though, and kill them?
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
the
doubt
bug
it's going to
spray,
kill
like-
them,
Yeah.
but it's going
probably going
to
to
make them
upset them.
angry. And who's
Yeah.
coming out of the Alkesh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Jabbar.
Yep, okay, let's do that.
Well, in the meantime, while it's landing, can I?
Round
Can
about
you-
there.
Can you?
Okay.
Can you? I mean, roboting. Arm signaling. You know. Don't.
So are we in initiative order still? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Roll up.
Okay.
Okay, can I start heading towards the DHD?
DHD as well.
Yeah.
Which way you head? Left or right?
Sorry,
Yeah, just
distract.
go left. Yeah,
Probably away from the Alkesh landing.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe follow
go that
Claire.
Oh well.
Oh, she's in the doorway now.
I don't know.
It hasn't landed yet, so you stick.
Anything else? Or you dashing?
I think I'll dash.
Double movement speed to the DHD?
Good job.
Okay. Gonrock.
It's probably not a great deal I can do yet. So maybe just.
Maybe get to the top of the stairs and cover
Yeah.
because
Like
And
to
the
the
thing-
side.
The claymores aren't going to do anything while we're
no, because we have,
dialing anyway.
no. But if you're on this side,
Yeah.
you've got a clear shot through that doorway into
Yeah.
the
So
courtyard.
can I move up to where Claire is basically now,
Yeah.
near the stairs there, at the edge of it?
Or do you want to get up on the stairs?
No, because when the event horizon opens,
Yeah,
But
I'm-
won't it sort of go?
No, so I want to be at the edge there. So I'm partial. I might be able to get partial cover from the stairs
Yeah. Got
and
it.
shoot through the doorway.
That works. Probably about half cover.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll take whatever we got.
Please do.
Chuck.
Can I move to the claymore that's on the left-hand side and turn it around towards the door?
Yes,
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Ulfric.
You've got a good sign there through the other doorway.
yeah.
Mm. But you could
But see,
behind Fred a bit.
You don't want to be too far away from the gate when we get it open.
no, that's right.
It's true.
Can you bonus action dash though?
I got 2 bonus actions, so I can dash twice. And have
He's
another
pretty
dash
fast. Which,
Yeah.
That's 18 meters. That's yeah. You can cross
You
the
can
room.
run from where you are.
What I could do is
Whoa!
what? It's there already.
It's coming in.
I could. Well, we're all just trying to get out, aren't we? So, but it's going to be at least another round before you're able to dial, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well-
well, she's not even at the DHD yet, so it's going to be 2 rounds at least.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
she's going to
can.
get there.
So
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
wait. No,
yeah.
I haven't actually had my action yet because that
Yeah,
was
so your next
But-
action this round will be to get
will
to the
be to
DHD.
dash, and then as a bonus action, I can reduce the time it takes to activate the device.
You still need an action.
Yeah.
But I still need to activate.
So it'll
Okay,
be
but
Can
next round.
multiple
Yeah.
people work on dialing? Or is it only one person at a
I
time?
think it's one at a time.
Yeah.
But can
Well-
I do that and then you all hold your actions and I dial so that everyone's next turn you're trying to run in?
Yeah, but we're going to have incoming.
Where's Ulrich and all this? Not.
Hmm?
Where's the Goa'uld dude?
Yeah, where's he?
Yeah.
Where's he in all this?
You're asking about that now? He's
Yeah,
hiding behind the
well-
DHD.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
He's
all
not on the
right.
map.
So my action is I'm going to move to
Red one.
here, and
In the doorway.
yeah, and plant another claymore,
Okay.
right? And as my bonus action, number one, I'll dash to behind here. So I can see to set off this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see to set off this one.
Okay.
There's a box.
That was their bag.
And that's
There's a box.
all I do.
Okay. Ulfric, Claire.
Okay, you're gonna just dash. Get over there.
Yep.
Yep. And then, as a bonus action, reduce the time it takes to
To dial home next.
dial. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, it's by 1 round per Eureka point spent. So, how many rounds is it to activate?
Saying for this one, it takes 3 rounds. So.
Okay.
How many Eureka points have you got?
Well, see, I know I have one, but when we were doing all of the card stuff,
Yeah,
Because
there
we
are heaps
kept-
of fail.
failing,
They're all
like,
yeah.
I failed a few survivals, so I think I would have. There's no chance I wouldn't have 3 Eureka points.
What's your maximum you can have?
Is there a
I
maximum?
don't think
No,
it is.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, you'd have at least 3.
So
Fail all intelligence related, and you get it.
yeah, intelligence or wisdom. So
Mhm.
a lot. So then if I can reduce it 3 rounds, can I reduce it 3 rounds and have it?
By spending 3.
Yeah.
That's how it works, yeah.
Yeah, like it just says by 1 round per Eureka point spent.
Like
That's-
it'd be a minimum
go,
of a round.
Press one button.
It'd,
Yeah, and
like as in to
wave your hand over
dial.
the top.
Yeah.
To dial would be a minimum of a round. So
So
you couldn't make it 0.
No,
but
no,
you
no.
could make it 1.
It wouldn't be
Yeah.
instant. It will still take a round.
It
to
will
get
be
back to you.
next
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So spend
okay.
like 2 points. For
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Dialing Stargate. Chevrons are locking in.
That's good to know how long it actually takes to activate a Stargate when we're like
Well, each
operating by rounds.
Yeah.
each one is different.
Okay.
Yes.
Also good to know.
So some you can dial quite simply, others, and if you're under fire and things like that,
Yeah.
that can actually.
Makes
Yeah.
a difference to
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
But
Ship lands, and you see the small little army.
oh my God. So okay, my thinking is you will let me have my turn so I can dial it so that we can then fight for everyone else's turn. You can fight them off, and then I just next round.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Stargate will be active as soon as it's your turn.
Exactly. So I'll have my turn. That's if everyone's happy with that.
So what you're saying is, we all hold our turns,
Yeah, essentially.
and then
Until after
you activate the gate, and then we use our turns to
You're
get
holding
through.
your action to run through the Stargate when it's
Yeah.
active.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
But then how do we attack?
You don't.
We don't. We
don't.
run. Look how many of them there are. That's why we're
Doesn't want to run.
I want to attack.
No.
But
I just
no.
got a brand new RPG. Come on.
But my
Where's
point
America?
is, like, if it's active, then even if you're not running through, it on my turn it will activate so we can then be firing at them from the stairs so that you can go through as soon as it's your next turn.
That's valid.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 claymores and the C4 all on the same radio frequency.
Do you
It's-
blow them all up as we go through?
It's just a bonus action to set them all off.
So if we can all like get up onto the stairs and like get through and then set off all of our various bombs.
Radio signals go both ways through the gate, so you don't even have to be on the one side.
We can walk through
Yeah.
and set them off.
Yeah,
Make
walk
sure they're not
away
gonna
from
run.
the explosion.
Come
Okay.
through after us.
Alright, so that's what you're doing?
Everyone's happy with that?
Okay. Holding all your actions, Claire's turn. The Stargate activates.
Cool. So it literally was instantaneous.
Your hands move that quick.
Like that girl in
Hunger Games, you know?
Yeah.
Matching.
Yeah, I'm
one.
glad that was like understood.
Roll up.
Oh.
Gate's active.
Okay, can I?
Are
Yes,
they going
yes.
to run through? Once you
Do-
activate it?
No, but can I run up to the top of the, or as far as I can get?
You dash.
You can use
Yeah.
dash to go around through.
You can get to.
We're covering you, so you may as well just get through. Otherwise
Yeah.
you have to wait another turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, gonna go home. See you guys.
Run.
Okay.
Just remember to activate your
That's right. You have to.
Your
G.
dial home device thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Video thing.
Yeah.
As I was running.
That's just a natural reaction.
Yeah.
Roll up.
I want to dash through as well.
Dash through.
Yep.
That's still there.
Are we? Can you grab what's his face and take him with you?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like-
run through as soon
Okay,
as
okay.
the
Yeah.
is active.
No, that's
I wasn't sure if I was
Fair
going to
enough.
like resist or
Chuck's
something.
going
or-
through.
Okay.
yeah, grab it.
So yeah, I'm going to get to the top and wait for Gonorok to get through, and then
Okay.
use my bonus action to then go through and
After
set
the
it
rock
off.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yep. So I'll run through.
and set off the claymores and bomb at the
Okay.
same time.
Chuck's just gonna
Just to create a bit of
stay
a-
and shoot.
Alright.
I've been waiting the DHD long enough to stop,
Yeah, I didn't get to
Well-
use my attack
so they can't
special.
follow us through to the address.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking the other thing I'm thinking is there's also 2 Freds there with
A lot
Oh.
of stuff on it.
alternative power supplies and all this sort of
Oh,
stuff.
what?
Which is
They're
They're
gonna,
just generators. They're not.
Just as long as they don't get
No, but
into the hands of
the-
them,
if-
I think it's
if
ideal.
they'd be fuel generators.
what's
It's a bit more of an explosion.
Bit more expensive.
what we were told earlier is that the shield generator before, if we'd mess it too much, it would explode. But also there were other explosives throughout the temple.
Yeah, it said it would blow up like
Yeah.
If
The
we,
temp-
A lot more
So
tempo. Yeah.
it's probably a huge chain reaction,
Cool.
right?
That's when it was targeted on the Stargate itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's basically had a trigger mechanism. If you tampered with it, it triggers the Stargate to blow up.
and the Stargate blowing up is
Mm.
pretty interesting.
Okay, you're greeted with a Phoenix gate room filled to the brim with military personnel. Some let loose a sigh of relief, others clap or cheer but stop their celebration quickly as they notice Enki and raise their weapons again. General Lawyer enters the room.
Me to chill.
Take this Goa'uld Enki into custody. It's good to have your home Phoenix team. Very fine work.
hang on a minute, General Lawyer. We've brought Enki here in good faith to help us out. I
As
think
an
we
ally,
should
not as a
extend
prisoner.
him
Yes.
the courtesy we would to any other ally. Remember, we extended the courtesy to Zistra.
Yeah, what is could you woman?
Yeah, but
You're
hello.
persuaded.
Yeah.
Look what she.
Well, that was I know before,
Yeah. I know.
but initially,
Yeah.
Doesn't trust me.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
bad example.
I don't trust General Lawyer at the moment. Giving
No, while he's killing prisoners,
No.
it's not not
um,
the Air Force way.
what am I doing? Persuasion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it first contact?
I'm not very convincing, but I'm using intimidation as well.
Okay.
It is the angry.
Intimidation, yeah, I'm not happy at all. That's well, that's 11. Oh, that's
11.
not too good.
Very well.
Oh,
We'll keep him under guard, though. We have had made mistakes in the past. We cannot risk it again.
That's all I'm saying. We just need to treat our prisoners or our allies,
Our new,
Yes.
a new.
our guests,
Yeah.
with a bit more respect than what we have in the past if we're going to get anywhere in this alliance.
Yes, Enki, please accept this guard of honor.
and this cell of honor.
He was too distracted to notice that. He's just looking at your Stargate. He's like, I see you've made adjustments to your Stargate. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating, you Tori.
We do try. They do try.
That's it.
Well, we've lit off the bombs, right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so go to a debriefing.
We'll close
Enki
that eye.
pledges his support to the Torai cause to both get revenge on his captain because of his fondness for the Torai. He'd be kept under guard till his loyalty is confirmed.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I loved you in the Bible. Was that your favorite role?
1 MP is earned for escaping Abzu. 1 MP is earned. You sort of hope you escape Abzu, but otherwise you'll be dead and the MPs won't matter.
Maybe it's you had to wait for the ship.
Maybe, yeah. 1 MP is earned for successfully convincing Enki to join the Phoenix Alliance. 1 MP is earned for persuading or intimidating Enki to act during Act 3 Encounter 2, so you do not get that.
Oh.
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 So we got 3.
You get 2.
Was this Act 3 encounter? Was
Act 3 was escaping, basically disabling the force field.
so making him
he
do
was
something?
fine with it.
Yeah.
You could
So
have
we
got
got-
him to do
so we only got
anything,
2
help with
MP.
the force field, help set up
Yeah,
the
but we didn't
defenses.
really need his help, to be fair. We did that pretty
Yeah.
well.
on it.
He's a Goa'uld system lord, like he's still pretty powerful.
Not as
And
powerful as our just grabbing things out of machines.
That's it.
Okay.
Stop recording now.
Sweet.
So